I like this. Go. My nigga telling me to praise to Allah. With some cold-blooded killers standing right in front of y'all. Everybody got a pistol, neither one got a heart. Selling drugs, every fight, it was hard in the north. But I say, all well, all praise to my God. Left a stain in the street when we spin out the car. Red bandana tie around the road. But my girl could forgive me living life like a star. All red bottoms looking like I walked on the scene. Homicide damage with the pills. Young nigga came up still running from the system. Caught his homeboy stealing out the pack, so he clipped him. And feeling down, need somebody for the lift. He been fighting with his girl cause he said it down feel him. Mama say that he got drugs in his system. New image, old me, so they miss him. How the fuck I supposed to act with my father in the prison? Tell another nigga listen back then, I ain't listen. Real player with some young niggas round me, crib. With some old heads out of jail, leave a nigga miss. Lot of money, but they still don't understand how I'm living. From the streets to the can, either way I'm living. Put my rip a nigga up, 1 second in a minute. Tell a nigga hit me up if he really got 10. My nigga telling me to praise to Allah. With some cold-blooded killers standing right in front of y'all. Everybody got a pistol, neither one got a heart. Selling drugs, every fight, it was hard in the north. But I say, all well, all praise to my God. Left a stain in the street when we spin out the car. Red bandana tie around the road. Hope my girl could forgive me living life like a star. What I say? Press the button in the door, open up. Let my nigga out the whip, ain't no shooting out the rave. Got the back in the front, sold up. Tell me spin around the block right before you catch a play. Came home, started selling AA. Got some dog food on me with some act in the case. Got a K right in my home if you ran in my place. Put a bullet in his dome once it exit his face. On my knees, praying to God, telling him I'm going home if I don't live up to going hard. One night I ain't go home, girl, acting crazy cause she mad that I'm living like a star. Bitch, I'm straight up out them trenches, I ain't never had a heart. And I'm plugged in the socket, I ain't never had a car. And you want the fancy things, so you better play your part. Told that bitch you don't work, then I swear you gon' starve. My nigga telling me to praise to Allah. With some cold-blooded killers standing right in front of y'all. Everybody got a pistol, neither one got a heart. Selling drugs, every fight, it was hard in the north. But I say, all well, all praise to my God. Left a stain in the street when we spin out the car. Red bandana tie around the road. Hope my girl could forgive me living life like a star. Like a star, yeah.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen of the book community around the world. We've got another episode of The Morning After for you today. How are we doing? We got Nick and Josh in the stew. What a night last night. The Mavs, as Chad is saying, was a retire your Peepaw Megamax. Mm-hmm. I've got a thing or two to say about the Suns organization and the players involved. And the Bucks... it was never going to work. However, we hunted some plus chicken on the NHL playoff board, and we almost clean swept in the MLB. Who would have thought?
Who would have?
Let's run the graphic. What in the world? What in the world? The new segment of The Morning After where Josh and I talk about what happened in the world last night. What happened this morning is Josh got a haircut.
Yeah.
Let's go.
That did happen. I literally got here 3 minutes ago, so.
That is a crisp cut.
Crisp.
The guy's pipe burst yesterday, or else would have got done yesterday, apparently?
Yeah, would have. Just a whole big confusion, dude. I'm leaving for Vegas today. I had to fucking get a haircut yesterday. Dude's pipe burst. Couldn't cut my hair. Now I had to go this morning. Now I'm late for the show.
I like to call these debacles. Wasn't really late for the show. You were right on time.
Yeah, I guess, but I felt late.
Walked in at Buzz. Oh, that's good. That's me drinking a beer. I don't know why that just popped up, but that's good. All right, listen, guys. This is what I want to talk about, Josh. I feel like you probably have something to say about it. Mm-hmm. I just have one question for you. Mm-hmm. Actually, not so much a question, more so a rant. So I apologize. You're just going to have to sit through this one a little bit here. Why have we let the media, the dumb fans, the Nike brand itself, and the city of Phoenix lead me to believe that Devin Booker is worth his salt? I started looking into Devin Booker last night, and I found myself on some Reddit pages. Mm-hmm. Even this morning, those same Reddit feeds, same Reddit threads. And let me tell you something. The kid has done fuck all.
That is true.
But we treat him like he's a top 10 player in the NBA. I don't even know if he's top 25. He hasn't won shit. All he does is score the rock. He can't play fucking defense. Mm-hmm. He wasn't even a starter at Kentucky in college. And we've given him his own shoe. We've given him the keys to a franchise. And he hasn't won dick. And hasn't made it work with an array of teammates.
Yeah.
So what is the Devin Booker conversation that we need to be having? Because the conversation I think we need to be having with Devin Booker is that he should be Chris Middleton. He should be a third option on a team that contends. He should not be a building block or a piece that you build your franchise on because the kid is useless in crunch time.
You could be right, dude.
He's useless.
I've never really thought about that, but I don't hate that take at all.
Dude, useless.
I mean, like, now you see him. I guess, like, the last 2 years is, like, kind of the only time where you could say, like, he has the guys around him. You know what I mean? Like, when he had CP3, like, that and Ayton, like, they weren't.
But he was almost better with them.
No, he was. That's what I'm saying. But, like, these last 2 years have been the years where, like, he's had a chance to, like, take them far in the playoffs, and he has not done that.
Not done it, dude.
He's not doing it this year.
Not done it. I wish it was a Crabs Thursday because I wanted to have Crabs on. Bradley Beal is the biggest waste of space of all time. Great AAU coach. Probably a great mentor. But when it comes to winning fucking basketball games, he is useless. There's a reason why the Wizards didn't win shit with him. There's a reason why the Suns aren't going to win shit with him. He's fucking useless. That roster might be the sorriest excuse of a big three I've ever seen in my life. First of all, KD is washed. I feel bad for KD. I just feel like he's at the point in his career where he can't be the guy anymore. He can't guard an Anthony Edwards. He can't put the ball in the basket like he used to in crunch time. He was missing wide open threes. Yeah. Wide open fadeaway, mid-range, mid. He's like, dude, that's not the KD I grew up watching.
No, it was not. But
I don't know what the Suns thought they were doing, but they have just walked themselves into having to blow up the franchise in GTA. Yeah. Having to literally restart because they've constructed a big three that is literally worthless. Like, there is not one piece of that big three that I would look at and go, you know what? We should start over with him. All three of them got to go.
Yeah, I mean, for sure, Beal. I mean, Beal's actually useless.
But where do you go with Booker? He's not a voice in the locker room. He's not a fucking leader.
Yeah,
he's not a fucking captain.
I don't know how the Suns fans would.
If I'm a Suns fan, like, dude, last night I've been like, there's no way the Minnesota Timberwolves rebuilt before us. And built a championship contending team before us when we had these pieces.
When the Suns were like good, like what 4 years ago till now, they've been really good, or they're supposed to be really good.
I'm gonna ask you again.
And T-Wolves have not done that.
Is Devin Booker skating by because he played well in the bubble?
He could be.
Again.
He could be.
Are we again letting the bubble define someone's fucking career? Like we have with Tyler Hero. He averages 25 points per game, but again, I don't think you're going to win shit with Tyler Hero either.
Yeah.
Two guys, bubble busters.
One guy that went crazy in the bubble that's actually good.
Jamal Murray. I agree. Donovan Mitchell, another guy I think we're just letting skate by because he played well
in
the bubble.
I agree with that too.
Three guys that I think have made their career post-bubble that are not going to win shit. That we, coming out of the bubble, we're like, you know what, dude? These guys might be the real fucking deal. And we're not willing to have a conversation about Jalen Brunson being a top 2 player in the NBA right now.
Yeah.
Maybe the best player in the NBA right now next to Luka, who still isn't getting his respect for some reason. It's Jokic, Luka, and Jalen are the 3 best players in the NBA. I don't even think it's a debate.
No SGA.
I mean,
SGA is definitely up there.
SGA is probably top 4.
This year.
Top 5. That's
this year.
That's my top 4 then. SGA, Luka, Jalen Brunson, Jokic.
Okay.
The 5th spot, I'm not filling with KD or LeBron just because it's their name. I'm not filling with Steph Curry. Didn't make the fucking playoffs this year. I'm not putting Joel Embiid in there. He can't win shit. TJ Warren, bubble TJ Warren. That's going to go down in the history of that. That should almost be gold jacket.
That was crazy.
Like, put him in the bubble Hall of Fame.
I wanted the Bulls to get TJ Warren so bad after that, just for his electricity.
But again, obviously bet on the Suns, so I'm watching the game with an eyeglass of what the fuck are they doing? This is the worst constructed roster. They have no star power. Like, it's 3... And I feel bad for KD because I don't want the discourse to become Kevin Durant can't win anything. I think it is tough that he only won a championship with the Warriors when it was a super team. I think that's tough. I think he got put in a net situation with Kyrie, who was losing his mind at the time, and James Harden, who I just think is the biggest pussy in the NBA. And then I think he went to Phoenix because he thought Devin Booker was his upcoming guy. But I got news for you. Devin Booker might be the most high-rated star in the NBA. If he didn't date Kendall Jenner, I don't know if we're talking about Devin Booker the way we talk about Devin Booker.
Yeah, maybe not.
I don't know.
Maybe not. There's a whole tier of those guys that I think that like are considered and get paid like they're elite players that aren't actually elite. And I think that they have two of them on their team.
Yeah,
Beal
Bradley
and
Beal
Booker.
and Devin Booker are not
Like I would
elite.
put like I compare everything to the Bulls because I know them very well, but like Zach LaVine's the same type of player. It's like he gets $45 million a year, but like he's never going to get you over the hump. He's got to be the second or third option on a team if you want to win a championship.
There's a reason why Cal had Devin Booker coming off the bench.
Yeah, I mean they did have the Harrison twins, right? And they were pretty good.
But again, there's a reason why Cal had that motherfucker coming off the bench.
No, yeah. That was also like the best Kentucky team that we've seen maybe ever. That was the
maybe
team.
that's
That was the
where
team that was
his-
undefeated, right? That lost to Wisconsin.
But maybe that's the best spot for him.
Maybe.
I think we've forced Devin Booker into this star role because the Suns drafted him and thought, maybe we'll build it around him. But when you watch him play, dude, I was so unimpressed last night. Obviously, you're away from home. I'm sure that's tough. And I don't want to take anything away from the Timberwolves because I want to talk about that for a second. Anthony Edwards is the fucking truth.
He's so good.
That kid, even when he's not scoring the ball, is creating for his teammates.
Yeah.
And when he said they got KD, we got Jaden McDaniels, he genuinely believed that because he makes everyone around him better.
Yeah.
I think
Jaden-
that's something that Anthony Edwards, I don't think we've realized yet, or maybe myself, I don't want to speak for everyone. The kid makes everyone around him better.
Yeah.
There's not a single person on that Timberwolves roster that he does not elevate, that if they went somewhere else, I don't think they're doing what they're doing on the Timberwolves.
I could agree.
And he is also unconsciously good.
He's so good.
He is literally
So good.
He may have just retired Kevin Durant in this series. Like he may
Yeah,
have.
maybe.
He may have just retired for the kids that grew up just catching the tail end of KD on the Nets, he just retired that image of KD for those kids that they now think KD is like washed and bad because they don't remember KD on the Thunder or the Warriors. Because like if you watch him from the Nets to now, and you just watch Anthony Edwards do something to him, you're probably one of these kids that's like, I don't know if KD's really that good, dude.
Yeah, I know. It's sad.
But Anthony Edwards has done it, dude. Like that is what he's done.
No, he's
There was a fan
unbelievable.
cheering him on to take KD on one-on-one, and Anthony Edwards did it and fucking put one in his mouth.
Yeah. I want to ask you a question because, I mean, it's kind of on this topic, like retiring KD. Who do you think is going to be the next face of the NBA?
It should be Anthony Edwards.
You think?
I got news
Luka,
for you.
Ant,
I think it's
Joker?
Luka, Ant, or SGA.
Joker?
I don't think he's a good face because he doesn't like basketball. I think any of those three are good. I forget what it's called when you pass the torch, but it's like a good shepherd of the NBA. I don't know what you'd call it.
Yeah, I don't know, but-
There's a word. I can't think of it. I did want to bring this up, though. After watching last night's game, remember when like having a shoe meant something?
Yeah. Yeah, it
Why
really
the
did.
fuck does John
now
Morant,
everybody has
Why
shoes.
does John Morant, Devin Booker, LaMelo Ball, why do they have fucking shoes? I was thinking about it last night, Josh, or actually really this morning. Like, why the fuck does everyone have shoes?
Yeah, I don't know. I think
It used to mean something. Like when you got Paul Pierce's, he was a championship winner. When you got KD's, he was the best player in the NBA at the time. Kobe Bryant won 5 fucking championships. LeBron James was literally basketball for a decade and had his own shoe. You didn't have guys like fucking, I guess you had, John Wall was like an electric rookie coming out for like Reebok, the
But I think that it's got to be, yeah, that's what I say. It has to be like based on brand. Like I think that, like say like someone like Kawhi Leonard. Like I don't necessarily think that Kawhi Leonard deserves his own shoe, but doing with New Balance makes more sense to me than doing with like someone like Nike or like Booker is. You know what I mean?
I think me more so, like I'm understanding what you're saying, and I think agreeing that it's the brands doing it. I think what frustrated me last night is being like, why the fuck does Devin Booker have a Nike
Well, no, I
shoe?
get it's the brands. What I'm saying is that I don't think Devin Booker deserves a shoe with Nike. I think Devin Booker should get a shoe with like Anta or Anti, whatever
My
that company,
point. Yeah, and
Converse, like stuff like that, like
Yes,
different brands. Like
yes.
I don't think Nike should just be taking on everybody. Like Nike's LeBron, Kobe, KD. Still, that's all it should be.
And Jordan, because Jumpman.
Well, yeah,
Nike,
yeah. I'm just saying like they're Nike basketball shoes. Like it should be those three, and they're all still playing. So, well, they're not still playing.
That was my point exactly.
Yeah.
That was KD
and LeBron still
I think
playing.
I worded that incorrectly. Even when Kyrie had a shoe, he was an NBA champion. Why are we giving guys that are mid and haven't won jack shit shoes? Why does for big brands? Why the fuck does John Morant have a Nike shoe?
Yeah, that makes
Why the
sense.
fuck does Devin Booker have a Nike shoe? They haven't won anything. They haven't done anything. Why
Yeah,
do
I
they have
agree.
Nike shoes?
Like, they have Nike shoes. Klay Thompson couldn't get a Nike shoe.
And he was on a team
Yeah.
for
Exactly.
not that he had aura where you'd want to give him a shoe. But my
yeah,
point being,
but at
like,
a point he
why
did,
does
though, I
Devin
feel like.
Booker have a shoe? Because he dated Kendall Jenner and drives old cars and
Yeah,
lives in
he's just
Phoenix?
cool. Yeah, he's just a cool player. I do like his shoes a lot.
But I woke up this
Not a
morning
lot of people
literally
like him.
kind of a little upset. I was like, I don't understand why people have shoes that
No, I
don't
agree.
deserve them for big brands.
It just kind of like ruins the like. I
Having
feel like
a shoe used to be so cool,
Exactly,
dude. It's
yeah.
like Kyrie's coming out with a shoe after they won
Yeah,
the
it was so
championship.
sick, yeah.
You're like, oh my god, Kyrie got his own shoe.
Yeah.
It's just like so annoying.
There was only one person that I can remember like back in the day that maybe didn't deserve a shoe but still had one, and it was Dwight. Like Dwight was at Adidas, but like he literally backpacked the team to the championship.
Dude, they went to an NBA finals.
Yeah, I know. Like that's what I'm saying. Is like back then, like that was the guy that like maybe shouldn't have a shoe, and now there's like a million people that probably shouldn't have shoes.
It was just
Even Ant, honestly, like Ant has his own shoe now with Adidas. Like I don't think that he's good enough yet to have a shoe, but
I
he's
think
on his way
shoe is
to.
the
He's
coolest.
You like him?
Yeah.
I'm not a huge fan of Adidas basketball.
But I'll
shoes.
tell you what, though, I agree with that. But I think Adidas has always been that.
Yeah.
I think my more so issues with Nike. When you got a Nike shoe, it like meant something, and you solidified yourself as someone in basketball that is going to be a cornerstone for your entire career and post career.
Yeah.
Adidas has always been that. The Dwight Howards, the
Derrick
Anthony
Rose.
Edwardses,
D Rose.
the D Roses. You know what I mean? Like they always earmark these young guys that could be fucking
Yeah,
crazy.
true. That's
that
true.
was Adidas's job.
Yeah.
Like they went after the D Roses, the Dwight Howards, the Anthony Edwardses. Like I think he fits perfectly with that Adidas brand. But giving Devin Booker and John Morant Nike shoes to me is just like absurd.
Yeah.
Like it drives me insane, dude.
I feel like Wemby's one that makes
Wemby
sense.
should have.
I feel like that makes sense.
Like yeah, his Nike brand that they're coming out with, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously unanimous rookie of the year, whatever it is. But that's a player that is going to be around forever and dominate forever, that you can build a team around forever.
Yeah.
Injuries withholding.
Yeah.
Hopefully. I don't know. Devin Booker like really pissed me off last night. Like even Allen Iverson with the Reeboks and Stephen Marbury's with the Starberries.
Yeah.
Those were sick. Like the one-offs, like you get your guy. Like LaMelo Ball has a shoe.
With Puma.
I think he's got more tattoos than wins on the Hornets. I'm being serious. I think he
probably
has
does.
more tattoos on his body
actually probably
than he's
does.
won games with the Hornets, and he's got a fucking shoe. Like it just, I don't know. The state of basketball, especially the NBA, I can't stand it. And even watching these playoffs, like I can't stand it.
Yeah.
I can't stand it.
I'm on your
Zion
side.
Williamson has a shoe.
That's with Jordan.
Give me a fucking break. Give me a fucking break. Tatum's got shoes. He hasn't won shit. Got drafted to a super team. Still can't win a chip.
Tatum has shoes.
Yeah, Jumpman. I'm just like,
I think
here's
never
my
s-
thing, Josh.
Oh, I think I know. Yeah.
Here's my thing, and I don't want to sound like an old decrepit man coming on here just bitching the whole time every time we do a show like this, but just watching the NBA, the state of the NBA it's in moose shit.
Yeah.
Like moose shit.
Yeah.
Moose. But I did want to give some flowers out really quickly to Anthony Edwards and the Minnesota Timberwolves. What they built over there is phenomenal.
Yeah, they're electric to watch.
Phenomenal.
So. They're
Phenomenal.
They're the one team that I really enjoy watching in the
Phenomenal.
NBA. The Nuggets are another one of those teams. I
The
love
Mavericks.
watching.
I
Jericho.
love watching the
Yeah,
Mavericks.
I mean Luka's just so damn good.
We're going to talk about that game in a second, but I did want to really quickly, Josh, talk about this as well. Damian Lillard on the Bucks is never going to work.
You don't think?
No. And last night was the perfect, like that last night to me, betting on the Bucks, watch them play a Pacers team that, by the way, if you put in any other era in an NBA playoffs, that Pacer team gets fucking swept. This Pacer team and this Orlando Magic team might be two of the worst teams to ever make an NBA playoffs. If we go back.
They're just inexperienced, I think. I think they're pretty good. I just think they're inexperienced.
But Damian Lillard is and it's not his fault. I think he just caught up in a losing culture. He's not a winner. He doesn't win games.
yeah.
Like, he doesn't win big games other than fucking wetting one in Paul George's mouth.
Yeah.
But, like,
He's done that twice.
he's not going to win an NBA championship in his entire career
I disagree.
without a Giannis.
I disagree.
Without a
well,
Giannis.
Without.
But now
well,
that he's the main guy, again, you're going to see this Bucks are just the Minnesota Timberwolves again.
Well, that's why he went there.
I mean, are just the Portland Trailblazers again.
Well, that's why he went there. I mean, Giannis is. Didn't they say Giannis should be back in like 2 weeks?
But it's
hopefully.
frustrating. Just get over the fucking hump, Dave. Beat an inexperienced Pacers team. You've been in the league for fucking 11 years.
Yeah, but I think in the NBA now you can't just single-handedly win a series. Like you need a team, and missing Giannis is.
Chris Middleton.
Like I personally think that Giannis is a top 3 player in the NBA. So
Yeah, he's definitely top 5.
definitely top 5. But
In that 5 I did, I think he'd be probably maybe 3 or 4.
Yeah.
Move someone else to 4 or 5.
like I value him super highly, so I think that them losing him is just that's why.
I mean,
they
yeah,
look
that's
bad.
a bummer.
That's why they look bad.
It's a bummer.
I don't think you can put it all on Dame. I don't think you can. He hasn't been.
Chris Middleton is soaking wet.
I hate Chris Middleton.
I feel like a lot of people hate Chris Middleton.
Where'd Chris Middleton go to college?
Chris Middleton went to Texas A&M. Bang. Let's go.
How about it?
How about it? Don't fucking play with me in this morning. Really quickly, I wanted to talk about before we move on to some slate surfing in a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I love Luka Doncic.
Yeah, he's the
Like, I fucking like. There's just something about Luka Doncic that I just love. I also agree with Jackie Gambles in the chat. Like, Halliburton after the All-Star break should be studied. That kid, the wheels have come off. I don't know what the fuck happened to him, but dude, I love Luka Doncic.
Yeah, he's the
best. Watching him play basketball, especially against a Clippers team where, like, not for nothing, they literally loaded every position. And we're trying to be like, we're just going to, like, we will pay our way to an NBA Finals.
Yeah.
But I think what people are forgetting about the Warriors team is that the Warriors team, everyone had a role. Clay was okay with being the number 2 option, right? Like, everyone knew it was Steph's team. And even when KD came, Steph was like, I'll go number 2 sometimes. Clay was like, I'll be the 3rd option. That's fine. Except in the regular season, I'm going to score like 60 points on 2 dribbles.
Mm-hmm.
Just give me that.
Yeah.
And Draymond was like, I'm going to be the guy that runs around and just punches people.
Yeah.
And I think the translation starting to get lost is a lot of owners looked at that and just went, oh, they took like 4 really great stars and just put them on a team.
Yeah.
When I watch that Clippers team play, no one knows their fucking role.
No.
James Harden doesn't know what he's doing. Russell Westbrook has no idea where he fits. Is it Paul George's team when he's on the court? Is it Kawhi's team when Kawhi's on the court? Because when Kawhi steps on, he hasn't played in fucking 2 months. He's taking every shot in the crunch.
Mm-hmm.
But Paul George has been there while Kawhi was out the whole time. James Harden's been there while Kawhi's been out the whole time. Russell Westbrook has no idea what the fuck he's doing ever. Like, no one knows their roles.
Yeah.
And then you get a Dallas team where it's like, okay, Luka and Kyrie are pretty good at handing off because I think, by the way, I was a big Kyrie hater, but the Suns are not winning that fucking series, Furman. So you might as well hang that one up. But, fuck, where was I going with that? I just had a great thought process.
I got something there.
Oh, but as a big Kyrie hater, something that I think has been awesome to watch is he's kind of really done a great job of being like, I'm going to almost be like water with the Mavericks. When Luka wants to give me the ball, I'll go do something that I know I can do to the best of my ability. When Luka's not on the floor, it's my team. Mm-hmm. But when Luka's on the floor, and it's definitely Luka's Mavericks, I would like Kyrie, I want to give him a lot of credit, has done a phenomenal job of being like, I'm going to bring the ball up, let's do a high screen, get it to Luka's hands, and I'm going to sit here on the wing. And if that falls apart, give me the ball. I'll make the shot, or I'll go to the bucket and I'll get us a tough one the hard way.
Yeah.
And I think he's done a great job of doing that. And when they're doing that, and they're like Kyrie's flowing like water, and Luka's just doing what Luka does, dude, this Mavs team is gonna be so hard to beat in the West. I don't care who you have.
Yeah.
I don't care who you have.
I think the Nuggets could give them a tough time just with their size, but that's it, I think. Yeah, dude, I don't know. I think the problem is with all these teams, they're getting like that are like trying to build super teams like the Clippers, like they're getting all these guys that were stars on their teams before, and they bring them one place just hoping they're gonna fit.
Yeah.
And they just don't because they still want to be the star. Like James Harden wants to be the star. Kawhi wants to be the star. Westbrook still wants to be a star, I'm sure. Like
100%.
Even though he's like, oh, sit on the bench, like he still wants to be that guy. Like you know
100%.
that.
He wants to throw a tomahawk.
Same thing with like the Brooklyn Nets. Like they got Harden, KD, and Kyrie. They were all, and Kyrie at that point was not having any bullshit from anybody. Like he was doing whatever the fuck he wanted. So,
dude,
I'm happy that he's figured it out a little bit though.
Like again with our Knicks take yesterday, which I don't think people are understanding, chemistry fucking matters when you want to win a championship. I don't think as much on a football team because there's so many heads. Mm-hmm. But on a basketball team, chemistry matters more than your skill level.
Yeah, for sure.
The reason why the Nuggets are going to go down as a great dynasty, I'm sure they're going to win 2 or 3 more, by the way, with this core,
for sure,
is because they all fucking love each other and they all get along and they all know their roles.
Yeah.
Aaron Gordon knows his role. Like we were talking about, Aaron Gordon knows his role. He knows that if that double comes, he's cutting and that lob is coming from Jokic.
Yeah, he's literally just a dunker.
But Aaron Gordon's not going to come up being like, yo.
No.
Never.
No.
Jamal Murray knows his role. He knows that like he's the go-to guy when Jokic is getting doubled or tripled and he can't get it going. It's Jamal's time.
Yeah.
And everyone else is just like,
and
dude,
KCP and
ball.
MPJ both just stand in the corner.
I'm gonna chuck shit.
Or up top, and they just chuck. Yeah.
And the reason why the Knicks are gonna beat the Sixers, like chemistry matters when you have a locker room. And a team that understands and gets along with each other, you win games and you win big games. I'm not going to say championships, but you win games, you win big games.
Yeah.
Just like the Florida Panthers last year in the NHL. I remember talking to Chelly about it on our old podcast. It was like, dude, those Florida Panthers, they all got along and they shocked everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody.
That's what it is. That St. Louis Blues too. Like, what was that? 4 years ago, 5 years ago when they won?
Right.
Like, they were the worst team in the NHL going to the All-Star break, and then just something clicked, and they all started like bonding, hanging out together. 2019, 5 years ago.
2019.
Yeah, I mean,
That's why the Wolves are good this year. I agree with B-Ball Pyro, except for Carl Anthony Towns. I don't think anyone likes him on that team.
I mean, I wouldn't. He seems like
He
such a
seems
weirdo.
Such a prick, dude.
Yeah, he's just a weird guy.
I don't know. But yeah, that was my that's my synopsis. I think the Mavs are phenomenal. It was a great bet. We sniped the Plus Chicken Predators.
Mm-hmm.
How about that for the kids? The
How about
Rangers
it?
folded up 4-2, third period, 2 minutes left.
Yeah.
Sold away the -1.5. That one hurt the system. But I kind of want to talk more about the bets when we get to the surgical stream later, because that was more so what my card was.
Yeah.
I
I want to
sharp on baseball.
bring up something else that we were talking
Yeah.
that you sent us
Yeah.
in the group chat this morning. Reggie Bush got his Heisman back. Electric.
About damn time.
Electric. Maybe the best Heisman of all time that I've seen.
Yeah.
In my lifetime, it's the best Heisman.
I mean, just about damn time is how I feel. A little bit. You know, not that I'm like sitting here being like, oh, Reggie
yeah,
should
dude,
have
yeah,
his
no, yeah, I
Heisman
didn't really
back.
care.
Like, it really bothers me day to day, but like, he should have his Heisman.
Yeah.
Especially when you look at all the other Heismans that have done
yeah.
fucked up things. O.J. Simpson had his Heisman still.
Yeah.
And he did it.
Yeah, he did.
He did it. I got news for you. He fucking did it. But, like, yeah, I mean.
Also, all those guys take money. Like, you're telling me, like.
Johnny Manziel, they made a Netflix documentary about him taking money.
He still had it, yeah.
And they didn't even sniff about taking it away.
No.
Like, give me a break.
That made no sense.
Give me a break. Give me a break. But no, I agree. I think
for
it's great
Reggie.
that he got it back. Thank God. You know, I know that's big for Johnny. I'm sure he
sure.
was starting to feel the heat of like, why do you have your fucking Heisman and Reggie doesn't? And he was definitely like, well, you know, hold on a second. I think Reggie should have it back. Big Johnny fan, but I'm sure he was feeling the heat. So thank God he got it back. I mean, let's go.
Yeah. Shout out Reggie.
Let's go.
Shout out Reggie.
Bush, man. Welcome back to the fold. Maybe he can do the commercials now.
Yeah.
Do you think they'll do that?
No.
Put him in the first commercial, State Farm. Don't they do that? The Heisman house?
The Heisman House.
Johnny
yeah.
Manziel's never been in the Heisman house.
Well, Johnny Manziel said he's not going to be in the Heisman House until Reggie Bush gets his Heisman back. That's what he was saying.
Bring them both in.
So maybe they both.
That's
that would be
gonna
sick.
Be a
That'd
great
be cool.
commercial.
That'd be cool.
That's gonna be a great commercial. Holy shit! I can't wait for that.
Trent, can we lock in, dude?
What? What do you say?
Can we lock in?
Oh, laying by the pool, listening to the show. Let's have a day.
Let's have a day.
I'm just gonna slave myself away over 2 streams today while you do that. No, I'm just kidding. I'm actually looking forward to the surgical stream. I wanted to talk about
was
that a
fun
little bit on the
yesterday.
show. Dude, we had a great time yesterday, and also, just wanted to say really quickly for anyone that's watching, the 5U Megamax that Jelly dropped on the Avs, that was phenomenal.
Yep.
That's just how you get one the Bookit
That is how
way.
you get
You know what I mean? And everyone was on it. The squad
Yeah.
ride, Trent had 8 units on it. I put it in our parlay, which the over fucking sold. That sucked. The Dodgers can't hit the fucking
know.
Nationals. Are you shitting me?
I checked that game. It was 1-1 in the 7th.
The Dodgers can't hit Patrick Corbin?
I guess
That's what I'm
not.
talking about, dude. Like sports, like, you know what I mean? You used to be able to trust a team like the Dodgers.
Yeah.
You can't trust them anymore. You can't trust
Can't trust
anybody
anybody.
anymore is what it is. You can't trust the fucking Suns on the road with 3 studs because they're all washed. But no, I mean, that was a great stream yesterday. We actually hit a 2-piece.
I saw that Luka first quarter and Jaden McDaniels.
Thank God you didn't let Ahan get swept.
No,
we
yeah, 'cause
would have
we
gotten
almost did.
chirped.
Yeah, that would have been
We'd
bad.
have been like, oh, you let me get swept again. Would have been like, fuck, it was free as air. But Mush also came
I think
on.
that he led the game in points.
He did. He had 28 points.
Yeah, I think he had the most points in the game, and his
And then-
line was 9.5.
We had Mush come on, tell us to pack our bags. Took Luka first quarter points. That was literally air.
In and out.
Like, that was literally
Did he have
air.
12, I think?
Yeah, he had,
he had
I think
12
it was like
points.
11 or something like that. Like, Ahan and Mush came together on that one. That was
Love it.
big stuff. Also, Soto hit. We just took a couple wrong steps.
Yeah.
Took a couple wrong steps.
Mookie wasn't ever close.
Karl Anthony Towns got in,
He had 12 points, I think, 13
but he got in
something
foul
like that.
trouble really early,
Yeah.
so that sucked. I think he would have way cleared that. Yeah, did anyone check if Bill Gates' 6-man hit? Because I liked that 6-man, and that's why I
forgot
had
about that.
Rav clip that.
I forgot about that. Anyone know?
Does anyone know? Shout out Beetle. Anthony Edwards didn't even sniff a dunk. No, I'm just kidding, but that was tough. All right, do we have anything else we want to talk about really quick? I feel like I might have texted something else. I mean, you sent Messi security. That's from a couple years ago, but that was nuts.
That was from a couple years ago?
Yeah.
What?
Historic vids. That was when he first signed for Miami.
I did not remember that.
Yeah.
Dude, there were like 12 people running on the field.
And
that
they
was
still
so
got
funny.
to him late.
I know, yeah. you see just 4 people come out of the crowd just chasing him down. That was so funny. Yeah, that's it. Let's hop into the slate a little bit.
Yeah, let's do it. Welcome back to Slate Surfers, part of the show where Josh and I surf through the slate and give you your plays for today. Josh, I got 2 plays that I really, really love. They happen to be on the pitch.
Mm-hmm.
They happen to be on the pitch. 2 -1.5s. I don't know what you're thinking. Why are we taking -1.5s in soccer? I'll tell you exactly why. We got the Merseyside derby coming up today, okay? Liverpool-Everton. That's big. I don't know if anyone knows that. Liverpool and Everton are like 30 minutes away from each other.
Yeah.
Their stadiums. Literally, you could spit and it hits the other stadium. And if there's one thing that Liverpool has done in past years, and since I've been a fan, since I was in 6th grade, with Joe Allen and the Warrior kits, which, by the way, I don't know if you knew that. Liverpool at one point was sponsored by Warrior.
Oh, I knew that.
You know the lacrosse brand?
Yeah, I knew that.
I have Warrior jerseys.
They're actually
Give me a fucking
kind of
break.
sick. Kind of
No,
cool.
dude, they
It's
were
kind of cool.
moose shit.
Dude, I disagree. Like, I love, like, the Diodora jerseys.
The
like
Diodora's
teams that have,
sick,
yeah,
dude.
So sick.
The Italian ones, those
Yeah.
were so raw
So
back
sick.
in the day. But Warrior, give me a break. It's Liverpool -1.5. It's Liverpool's team total. I saw that in the chat too. It's Liverpool team total over 2.5. We sun Everton every time. Every time this derby has happened that I've watched, we fucking sun Everton. And by the way, I feel like this is also a Liverpool team. We're still in title contention. It's also Arsenal and Man City right now. It's just whoever's going to shoot themselves in the foot first. And Arsenal won yesterday fucking 5-0. Which, by the way, we were all over. Sharp. Cheddar. That's what we call that. But we're still in the title race. Everton is our little brother. Like, we sun them every fucking time. It's Liverpool -1.5. It's Liverpool's team total over 2.5. Whatever. I need to see the odds on the team total because sometimes the odds are a little fucky, but it's definitely Liverpool -1.5. We're coming out. We need to win the title now because we got eliminated from the Europa League. This is all we got. It's also Man U -1.5 against Sheffield United. I've been getting really tapped in on foot. Yeah, Chelsea needs to hang it up. I agree with Nave. I don't know how they have just dismantled that team the way they have, but when I was growing up, Chelsea was a powerhouse. I mean, you had Hazard, Young, KDB,
Yeah, they were.
you had
Yeah.
Diego Costa, Falcao at one point. Like, they were just fucking. Or no, Falcao was on Man U. But it's Man U -1.5 today against Sheffield United as well. Dude, this Man U team reminds me a lot of the Lakers in terms of, like, when you start getting into, like, footy media and the Premier League media, obviously Man U from the days of Wayne Rooney's and
Gigs.
and the Gigsies and that era, they were fucking untouchable. You
Yeah.
can go back to Eric Cantona. But, man, they get fucking ripped. Like, Marcus Rashford literally gets treated like LeBron James in the media. Like, if he has 1 minute of the game where it's bad, it's me. And they hate Anthony. But I actually like this Man U roster. I think it has a lot of potential. I just think they haven't figured it out yet. I think next year they're going to be great. Sheffield United is fucking moose shit. Literally moose shit. So give me Man United -1.5. And I feel like that's kind of, I feel like you might look at it and be like, that's the square side. They're -300 on the money line. But I think taking Man United to win by 2 is kind of the sharp side. Because I think a lot of people have no faith in this Man United team.
Yeah.
0. So those are my 2 favorites. I love that.
It's a lot of, I was going to say points, but goals.
It's a lot of goals.
A lot of goals.
A lot of goals. I also like, I need to run it by Chelyard, but I might like this Newcastle draw no bet here against Crystal Palace.
I don't hate that at all.
I just feel like this Newcastle team, I mean, disappointed they made the Champions League this year. They're supposed to be a big year for them. They just got struck by the injury bug. That hurts everybody. But I Newcastle draw no bet here against Crystal Palace. Or the over. It's 2 guys. I don't know. Newcastle draw no bet for now. And then Bournemouth Wolves, what are you doing betting on that game? Don't do it. Just don't do it. There's no reason. Unless you want to take Dominic Solanke to score again. That's all he does. He just scores.
Yeah.
Just scores. People forget he was on Liverpool for a second.
True.
That's the Premier League card. Do you have any plays other than?
Atlanta, obviously.
I was about to say, yeah. Do you want to do it?
You got to take that. I mean, you have to. We have to. We were talking about it yesterday. I actually have.
Should we do it?
I think we should. I think we should do it.
Okay.
I feel like we have to.
We should do it.
I have a draft prop
Whoa.
that I.
Oh, well, you're not going to be here tomorrow.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I want to give it. So I've got a feeling that the Bears. Everyone thinks the Bears are going to go offensive line or wide receiver, or D end. I have a feeling that Ryan Poles always just does what you don't expect.
Clip this.
Clip this. I think he's going to go D tackle and take Byron Murphy at 9. And
No
everyone.
way, dude.
I think he's gonna.
I don't think you draft Caleb Williams and don't draft him another weapon somewhere.
They're gonna take Byron Murphy. I promise. I promise. That's Eberflus's defense predicates on the 2D tackle. So, and we only have one decent one right now. I think that we're gonna take Byron. Also, his odds to go top 10 are -105, which is insane, absolutely insane. Because nobody thinks he's going top 10.
I know Javon said the Colts are going to trade up to take Rome,
yeah. I saw that. I saw him
he's
say
off
that.
the board. Maybe you don't draft a wide receiver. I don't know, dude. I find it very hard to believe that Ryan Poles isn't going to draft his quarterback for the future and give him a young weapon for the rest of his career.
I think he's better off just taking a tackle. Like if we can get Joe Alt, I want Joe Alt. Like I would trade up to get Joe Alt. But we're gonna take Byron Murphy.
Fat girl.
Fat girl's a Chicago fan. Fat girls, mark my words. We will have Byron Murphy tomorrow.
Josh, you
mark my words.
Stupid.
No way.
We're gonna have a draft show tomorrow, but you're not gonna be here. I forgot about that.
Yeah. No way Murphy is top 10. Right? He's -105 to go top 10, and not a single soul thinks he's going top 10. I know that for a fact.
Dumbass pack. No, dude, listen.
Read Fluffy Bears.
Josh is so right. He was our DC in Indy, and we had 2 great DTs, and we were so good on defense. Yeah, all this for the Ravens to win the bowl. Chat mods, can you remove Goots? Can you put Goots in the bin? I think it's Goots Hall 23. I don't know who that is, but can they please be put in the bin for minimum 5 minutes? For that. Just for that. 5 minutes. Just for that. 5 minutes for that. No, like I said, I don't know ball when it comes to the draft. I hope we draft an offensive lineman or a wide receiver. That's all I know. Do I know if the fucking Bears are going to do that? I had no fucking idea.
They're doing it.
I got no idea.
Also,
last year I took fucking over 3.5 quarterbacks who drafted in the first round. I didn't even come close.
Dude, I just checked. I swear on my life, I did not look at this before. Number 9th pick, the favorite to go number 9 is Byron Murphy at +150. I swear on my life, I did not look at that.
Josh. We're clipping that and posting it, so we're going to see it, Josh. Yeah, Goots, why don't you go ahead and ban yourself? Thanks, man. Josh, there's actually so much footy on today. PSG is playing as well. Their -1.5s have been printing all year. Marseille is playing Nice. That feels like a sneaky over we could get involved with as well. Monaco's playing Lille. Oh, my God. I need to get fucking tapped. Josh, Coppa Italia, though. Are we taking... Or where is it?
Atalanta?
Yeah, where is that? I can't find it.
It's the Coppa Italia. They are
Atlanta, Fiorentina.
+135 to advance.
Yeah, let's do it.
We're taking it.
Atlanta to advance +135. Let's go. They're down 1-0 on the aggregate.
They're -115 to win today on the 3-way.
On the 3?
On the 3-way.
On the what? On the what?
That's how you say it.
I know, I'm just kidding. No, but we're taking Atlanta to advance. All right, Josh.
Yep.
Let's talk about some goddamn American sports.
Let's do it.
In this household, shall we? I looked at the 2 games. The Celtics and Heat, I feel like they just play each other in the playoffs every year.
Yeah.
I don't want to watch it anymore.
I feel like you got to take the Heat though.
What?
14.5 points, dude. I feel like that's way too many points.
Boston's going to cover once at home with this massive spread.
I don't know.
They won by 10 last game.
Dude, the Heat are just
I didn't even want to bet the game. I was going to say let's not bet the game.
The
Now
Heat
you're
are
trying to
just
get me to bet the game.
I love the Heat.
I don't want to bet either of these
Maybe
games.
money line.
I'm going to be honest with you.
If you take Heat money line in the big spreads in the series, they're winning one game. And they're +800, so they're winning one game at one of these big spreads.
I feel like it's going to be at home.
Yeah, but it's not going to be that big of a spread then. right? It'll probably be like 7.5, 8.5.
Dude, I don't know, dude. I don't like that.
I mean,
Both
we don't have to talk. They're both gross.
Both these games fucking suck.
Yeah.
The Thunder are the Celtics of the West, and the Pelicans are the Heat of the West.
Can we take the?
This is the exact game.
Can we take the over in the Pelicans game?
Yeah, let's do that.
I mean, I don't
Let's do that.
really love it, but that's the only thing that's like.
The Celtics covered last game.
Did
I thought
they?
They won by 10. They won by 20. It was 94 or 114. I always get that fucked up.
Yeah.
It'd be 104.
Okay,
if they
yeah.
didn't cover. Yeah. So they covered last game.
So
Maybe
Heat
it's
are
the
winning
Heat.
today.
Yeah. Okay.
OKC
Trent just
for
said
sure
OKC is
losing.
losing today. That makes me really nervous that they might actually lose. I'm being serious. Like
Yeah.
he's the guru when
No,
it comes
he
to them
is.
winning and losing.
He is
And you could get the Pelicans plus 7.5, whatever that money line is, probably plus.
270. Basketball spreads are so weird.
I don't know if he's just doing that to troll me, but I would actually take the Pelicans. Like, dude, whenever he says
I don't think
this,
he is trolling
Dude,
you.
there was literally a time last year where the Thunder were plus 14.5, and he was like, "We're winning this game," and it was against like I think it was the Nuggets,
Yeah.
like in a big game for the Nuggets, and they fucking won. So I like to trust him in these spots, dude, but I don't know if he's doing this to fuck with me.
I also don't think the Pelicans match up terribly against the Thunder.
No, they definitely don't, dude.
Yeah, I kind of like them.
Plus 7.5 is a dog.
How about we just
Okay.
take both?
Yeah, let's
both
do that.
dogs
Yeah,
on
let's
the
just
spread?
Dogs bark. After the dogs barked yesterday, let's do it again today.
Yeah,
That'll work.
exactly.
That's
This
literally
weekend, none of them barked. Now
That's
we
literally
get 'em.
how I think all the time, and that's why I'm always down units. But so let's go. Okay, I'm not touching the Heat Celtics. I'm sorry, Josh. I'm not doing it.
Come on.
I'm not doing it, man. I'm not doing it. It's a fucking shitty game. I don't want to do
Nut
it.
up.
Pelicans plus 7.5 and the over.
Nut up.
I like that.
Okay.
I like that.
Fine.
And if you want to tail
Fine.
Josh, you take the Heat plus 14.5.
Okay.
Take the Heat plus
Do
14.5.
that.
Pelicans plus 7.5 and the over.
And I promise you, Byron Murphy is going top 10.
Yeah, that's Josh won't be here Thursday and Friday, so that's his draft bet. That's his draft bet, guys. Heat first half, I don't hate. Actually, no. I don't like that at all. I could see the Celtics coming out fat, up early. All right. Pelicans plus 7.5, the over in the Pelicans game. I'm not touching the Heat game. If you want to, the show is saying Heat plus 14.5. Josh, I feel like I'm a little dialed on the NHL playoffs. I'm going to be honest with you.
Okay.
I feel like I'm a little dialed.
Okay.
And we might be back in Toronto today. And I feel like that barn is going to be ruckus. And I think we take the Leafs at home to win game 3. I think we do it. You get a ruckus Toronto barn, and you nuke the Leafs at home.
I think I would take Boston in this game, but I think I've faded on every single NHL pick that I've had, so Toronto's probably a mega max.
I'm not saying I know puck.
Probably a mega max.
I'm not saying I know
No,
puck.
I know, but I for sure don't know puck because I've full faded, so, and I like Boston, so.
And I think it's also
I don't hate
over. The Leafs are incapable.
Yeah, yeah.
Incapable. Dude, I really think it's the Leafs,
Do you know what we take?
the over, and we're taking VGK again. Yep. We're taking VGK again.
I can't wait for that game.
We're taking VGK again. And Bookit Prime, listen, man, nothing against you. Now or never. We were on the Mavs all day last night. I'm going to be on the Mavs to win the NBA championship in the West and the Knicks in the East. But hear me out. The Stars are fucking my shit. This is just, and you know what it is, though?
VGK's a great org,
And now I'm seeing
too.
Lauren. Here's the thing. I don't want Primer and Lauren to take it personally like I'm fading the Dallas teams to fade the Dallas teams because I'm big on the Mavs. I love the Mavs. Here's my thing. I just think you're getting a discounted VGK team that is much better than the seed they're in. And I think the Dallas Stars just got unlucky that VGK was injured.
I agree.
And now they're getting a much better team than what the Stars should have been fed in the first round.
Could not agree more.
I think that's it. I'm not fading the Stars necessarily. I don't want it to come off like I'm fading the Stars. More so, I believe in VGK more, and I think they're the better team, and I think the Stars just got unlucky. They
What
shouldn't
is-
have VGK in the first round.
What are the quotes injured for? They had like the third most guys on the IR this year out of any team. I don't know what. I don't know. Maybe not right now. He's not saying right now. He's just saying they were injured throughout the entire year.
I went
So
to go
they're
watch VGK, and they didn't have Mark Stone or Jack Eichel in Vegas. What are we talking about?
People are silly.
Chaco, I went to a game. I went to one hockey game this year. It was in Vegas. They didn't have anybody. It was against the Wild, and we took the plus chicken Wild, and I think they won. Right?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we did.
They won like
Chaco.
4-2, I think. 4-1.
Fucking Chaco. And they coincidentally are healthy for the playoffs. Yeah, that's the smartest thing to fucking do.
Yeah.
get everyone healthy for the playoffs. What do you think they're doing? Chaco, I need you to wake up. I need you in your bag. But I'm going to be honest with you. VGK, I'm going to bet it. Not something I'm going to tweet. That's just something, that's a personal bet. That just feels like I need to test my knowledge.
You should tweet that. That's winning.
Kings Oilers.
Again? Okay.
What?
Over. Again.
Okay. The over. Let's just take that over again. I also do really want to take the Oilers because, and I'm going to, let's see if he's up. Yo, Trent, if you're in chat, I want you to put odds on if Chelly's up yet. It's 11:30 here. I wonder what time it is in Canada. We think Chelly's up? Do we think Chelly's up?
It's 12:30 there. It's
You guys think,
an hour ahead of us.
You guys think Chelly's up at noontime, Canada? You guys think he's up? Let's get lines on it. I'm going to say plus 500 he's up. Maybe plus it that. Oh. I thought he was going to pick that phone up. I thought he was going to pick that phone up. All I was going to say is, if he picked up the phone, am I allowed to fade your moose shit Kings now? Is that allowed to fade your moose shit Kings? Because I took him in the first round, and you took the over, Chelly, and I just want to know if I can fade the moose shit Kings and take the Oilers. All right, I've been dialed on baseball. I want to get out of here. I don't want to run into BTL too much longer, so I want to talk baseball really, really quickly. Josh, do you have any plays really, really quickly? I'm sorry, BTL boys. We're going to get out of here in a second.
I think, dude.
Also, Logan fucking Gilbert Day.
Yeah, yeah.
Logan fucking Gilbert Day.
Ridiculous.
Logan fucking Gilbert Day. How many times do I got to say it before we start listening and agreeing? Logan fucking Gilbert Day. Logan Gilbert Day. It wasn't Marcus Stroman Day, but Logan Gilbert Day was a long way here. Was here way along. Wait, why are they saying bang in the? Did Chelly come in the chat or some shit?
Grab our broomski, please.
It's Bryce Miller Day as well. The Mariners go back to back. Here we go. Josh, I don't know if I like anything in the board.
I think we don't overthink it. We just take the Orioles.
Oh,
money line minus 135.
Gooch, you got anything to say about that?
That's just a don't overthink it play.
That's a Gooch don't overthink it play.
Yeah,
is what that is.
That is.
And I know Gooch is rock hard right now hearing that. Again, I think not to fade Nick, but I think we take the Diamondbacks. I just don't think the Cardinals are very good. I don't think they're very good.
Isn't this a revenge game for
Lodolo's on the bump today. Let's fade him. Let's take the Phillies at plus chicken. That's my play. Yep. Let's fade Lodolo. I don't think he's going to be the same after that injury. Can't find the strike zone. I think the Phillies fucking piece him up.
All right.
Give me the Phillies.
Plus 120?
Give me the Phillies
Spencer?
at plus chicken. Those are the plays. What?
Trent just said cake.
Those are the baseball plays. I'm going to have more. Make sure you guys are following the Twitter. Listen, we end every episode with a little bit of inspiration, a little motivation. And I will say, I feel like I get a lot of shit for it in the chat, but a lot of people that came on the search stream yesterday, at least 3 of them, were like, yo, just wanted to say, I really appreciate what you do at the end of every episode. And I just wanted to end this episode. I feel like we had a great one today. By the way, I bitched about Devin Booker a little bit, but then I think we end on a high note, a little bit of positivity. I come in here bitching because I had a bad day betting yesterday, but now we end on a high note. I saw this quote last night. It was a photo of Trent Alexander-Arnold on Liverpool. He was holding the Champions League trophy. I don't think he said it, but I think it just fit the vibe perfectly. And it said, dreams are not just dreams. They're the reality that you work hard to achieve. And I think a lot of people, especially in my DMs occasionally, are always DMing me, and I'm not trying to sound like I'm the guy or I've made it, because I don't think I have. I think I'm very insignificant in the internet. I think I'm very insignificant in general. But they're always like, can you give me one tip of advice to be doing what you're doing, or how'd you get started, or I have this dream of doing this. And I think a lot of people look at dreams as dreams and not as a reality that if they work towards it, they can achieve. And I think on a Wednesday, don't just look at your dreams as something that you're daydreaming about. Look at your dreams as a goal you want to achieve and start working towards that goal. Take your dream and turn it into a goal. Don't just have your dreams be dreams and be there sitting back in your 50s and 60s going, oh man, I really wish I could have done this, or I really wish I did that. I really wish that I just chased this. take your dreams and turn them into goals. Because when you turn your dreams into goals, they become achievable. Dreams aren't achievable until you start taking action towards them. So take your dreams and turn them into goals and work towards those goals. Good morning, good afternoon, good night from the morning after, ladies and gentlemen. I love you guys so much. You stay right here. We got BTL coming up next. Sorry I bled into your time again, guys. I'm trying to be better, but sometimes I yap. I got a cup of yappuccino right here, and I just yap. But you stay right there. We got BTL coming up next. We got Surgical Stream after that. I'm running it again today, so make sure you tune in. We're turning something green again today. I love you guys so much. See you here tomorrow.
Closing time. One last call for alcohol. So finish your whiskey or beer. Closing time.
You think Atlanta's point guard is good for 20 tonight?
No question. You hear he got name dropped on that new song? He feeling himself for sure.
Ever since that track drop, he been on
The
fire.
hook literally says his name 8 times in a row. He might go for 30.
With that much hype, I'd lock it in. But that's just me.
Pick more, pick less. It's that easy. Cash in on your sports fandom with Prize Picks.
Yo, you think Dallas' Power 4 gonna drop 30 tomorrow?
Boy, you tripping.
Did you see his mom made a post about going to the game?
What? Hold up. His mama gonna be there?
He's been averaging like 34 points a game when she's there.
At least 40 when she be on that Jumbotron.
He don't like to let his mama down.
Pick more, pick less. It's that easy. Cash in on your sports fandom with Prize Picks.
Yeah. 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 Leave me out the comments, leave me out the nonsense, speaking out of context. People need some content, trying to keep up. This not a contest. Whipping bands concept, heaven sent, God sent. At least it's what my mom says. Proof is in the progress. Money's not an object. Busy than I'm. You know how my job get, barking up the wrong tree. You know how the dogs get, haven't fallen off yet. Yeah. Come with a classic, they come around years later and say it's a sleeper. The earns are real, the petty is real. Might charge my ex for a feature. Deposit the money to Brenda Letitia, or Linda Felicia. She came for me twice, I didn't even know for her once. You know I'm a pleaser. 42 millimeter, was made in Geneva. Yeah, I probably should go to Yeshiva. We went to Ibiza. Yeah, I probably should go link with Yeezy.
Sure we can. You're telling me I have never won a bet on Anthony Davis the entire fucking year. Yep. How do you catch a ball in a mitt, look around you, and see people staring at you, and look yourself in a mirror that night before you go to bed? How embarrassing is that? Catch it with your bare hands like a grown-up. You know how cool that fucking looks when you catch that shit with your bare hands? Well, let's hope those fucking Blue Jays are chirping nice and loud, Trev, because we've got them for the Squad Ride ML tonight.
Wow.
Toronto, on the ML, lock it in, chat, responsibly tail every single day for a unit, and you go about your day. Yeah, I'm in.
Mama's homemade meatball.
That was meat.
That was literally beef.
2 words, meat. That's what that is. Holy smokes. That ball was destroyed. Pablo Lopez, he might not be that guy, pal. He might not be. What's going on, guys? Happy BTL Wednesday, Wagon Wednesday, if you will. Episode 455 piece. As always, hold the fry, joined by your 2 hosts, Krabs and Javon, presented by Pickett Sports. If you're not tracking on Pickett's, lock in. Okay, I'm in the kitchen right now, absolutely cooking up. All right, I'm home watching my dog, being corp for the fam, being a good son. But yeah, start using Pickett, guys. If you're not tracking on there yet, I don't know what the heck you're doing. I don't know how the heck you track your bets. It does it automatically for you. Could not be easier. Go check out Pickett's. You get the noties as soon as we lock in our plays. That way you know to tail the cake or the winners right off the rip, whether it's me or whether it's Trent, who are locking in the plays and get the notice. Okay, guys? Javon, how we doing? Squad Ride W. We're feeling great today.
Feeling fantastic. It's a pretty solid night. Shout out the Avs for tucking, I think, all of us with a ton of units last night. Love to see that.
Sure. Yeah, the ads. I mean, what a game. Holy smokes. I tweeted Last night, I mean, look, I'm a baseball guy through and through. There's no doubt about it. I'm, throwing on an MLB Network late night. I'm sweating out these games. That's what I'm locked into. But I can't take my eyes away from the series. I mean, it's been unbelievable. The hockey, I feel like it looks like we're watching, two all-star teams play against each other. I mean, I know with the guys on the ice, which that's how you know there's some stars out there, right? When I know all these guys playing. And the play has been unbelievable. I mean, the game last night, they're down 2-1. I never felt like they were out of it because I knew there were plenty of goals to be had. Next thing you know, they grab a lead real quick and get two quick goals to take the leads. Never in doubt. What a play on the squad ride. Great call by us. Javon, I know you were all over the apps. Good work.
Yep. Love that.
Sure. Sharp reports, not so great from me, but you carried. W's 4-1. Any comments? Fuck the Mets.
Yeah, fuck the Mets, but somehow escaped with a double fade of Tanner Houck, who's still pitching pretty well. So glad I can get away with that. Realistically, I kind of thought I was going to get away with one of those two between the Guards and the Mets, so sketchy game. So I got one plus the Tanner Houck fade. And Randy, cross plate. So we love to see that. That was huge.
Sure. Good work. Patrick Corbin got hooked. Can't believe it. I mean, he pitched unbelievable. Hats off. I'm not even mad about it. It's great outing for Patrick Corbin. Exactly what the doctor ordered. I forgot one main component of Patty C in the MLB this day and age. And Javon, I mean, the better the team he plays, the better he does. I don't know what it is, but we saw it last year too. It's like the better his opponents, the tougher the opponent, the tougher the matchup, the less it makes sense, the more it actually comes to fruition. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just he gets a little more adrenaline pumping, and his stuff looked absolutely, unbelievable yesterday overall. Didn't allow a single earned run. Great work. That's exactly what the Nats needed with young guys like Jake Irvin who's pitching today, who look great so far. Mackenzie Gore looks great. These guys are using that elevated fastball. It's working. We've got this random dude, Parker, out of the fucking woodworks, our 25th overall prospect, who's looking like the next big thing, the next big lefty. Who knows, right? Maybe we got lucky. Maybe we found a diamond in the rough. So Patty C, although we didn't get the win last night, got to feel good. Logging in that outing, with all these other young starting pitchers, really pitching pretty darn well right now for the Nats.
Yeah. Nats playoff talk back.
They're back. Don't give up. All right. You never know. No, they're not making the fucking playoffs, man. They stink. Their lineup is atrocious, but we'll talk about the Nats a little bit more in this episode. We got plenty of time for it. Okay.
Yeah.
Shit sharp report for me though yesterday, guys. 2-3 is not going to cut it. Shout out Patty C. If he takes my coins though by pitching well, I'll charge it to the game. It is what it is. Okay. You guys want to see this dog real quick? You guys are all asking in chat.
Dog appearance. Need that.
You want to see this
Absolutely
dog?
Need that.
Getting mobile real quick. He's absolutely chilling right now. Look at this fucker.
Bro, slumped.
Hey, bud. What are you doing, dude? He likes his belly rub.
He ain't been in the lab for sure, man.
No, he ain't labbing, bro. This is literally Trent right now down the islands, just waiting for the spoon-fed winners.
Yeah, cooking up absolute cake.
Good boy. Good boy, Cody. You got a lock for the team today? You want to fade the Phillies today? You like Javon's Reds? Okay. We can probably work with that. We can work with that, buds.
He might be dialed.
Maybe he wasn't allowed. Shit.
Yeah, if he's going straight to Lodolo Day, he might be dialed.
Oh, man. That's a big-ass dog, folks. Holy smokes. And I'm so allergic to him, too. So every time I come over here and haven't seen him in a while, I literally can't breathe. But it's worth it because he's awesome. Yeah, he's loving the Reds, Ben. Don't sleep on it. His name's Cody with a C. Should be with a K, though. Sure. All right, what else we got? Dinger Tuesday recap? King of the Board recap? One good and one is bad that I just mentioned. I don't know which one Goot's going to pull up first. Yeah, let's get the cake out of the way.
Bad first.
Hey. First period under, shit bet. Cap scored first. As soon as they did, I knew it was cake. Mets ML, I bet. That was a shit wager as well. Late night.
Yep, I bet. Got to stay off the board, off the sharp report. It's the new rule. I strayed from that.
Goodness gracious, man. How many more rules are there going to be for King of the Board until we just see some green?
I don't make them. I don't make the rules, unfortunately.
Not in the lab. He is the lab. I know he's a Bernese Mountain Dog. Yeah, he is a Bernese Mountain Dog. Probably does not belong over here in the U.S. Gets really hot easily. He's got like a full coat on all the time. But that dude, I mean, he's literally a dog. He's okay. Let's stay. Trent's still bitching. New day, still Trent bitching about Logan Webb. Yep, I bet.
Bitching.
Javon, any comments on Logan Webb after back-to-back unbelievable starts at home?
Ooh.
That changeup does look fucking unbelievable. I mean, nothing
It
to say
looks
about
gross. It looks gross. I will have to say I felt a little bit worse after the D-backs one that had no shot than the Mets one because, I mean, frankly, he got saved by a couple Gold Glove plays. But, yeah, at home, he's just a dog.
I mean, he was dealing. I'm down to fade him in his next start, make it a three-piece. Why not? We've already double dipped if he's on the roads, right? If we can get him out of San Francisco.
I think he just might be Gallon. He's just dog shit on the road, and at home he has superpowers.
CEO of Shugs Bagels. That would be Logan Webb, folks. How many hats do you think he has from Shugs? 4 or 5, probably.
You might have a couple of them.
Load it. Okay. Gosh, that really was a buzzkill late night last night, but what can you do?
Yeah.
What can you do?
Can only get away with so much.
Yeah. You can't hit every bet. If you did, we wouldn't be on here. That's for sure. We'd be down in the islands. Permanent. Full time. All right. 15 ground outs. Yeah, he was unbelievable, Mook, last night. So you got to tip your cap. Logan Webb, Patrick Corbin, 2 gems. 2 gems. Dinger Tuesday. Let's go ahead and recap that puppy. J-Rod calling his first home run of the season, Javon. How about that?
Love that. Electric call. Huge.
Unbelievable. And look, it was always Cal Raleigh as well. As soon as I saw Cal Raleigh hit a nuke early in that game, I was like, sheesh, I picked the wrong guy. Stayed off of him because he hit a nuke the night before. But you know what? Two-piece hold the fry. Julio wanted to get involved as well, and he did. Maybe that'll get him going a little bit in this series in a hitters-friendly park here with a total at 9 in this game. Look, personally, I'm kind of done taking MLB overs. They've been such cake. Maybe it's just the baseballs, you know. Obviously, Aaron Judge not having great success. The juice baseballs are not out. Okay, if they were, he'd be balling. I don't know what they're saving him for, but I'm really tired of these low-scoring games, man. Overs just aren't hitting right now, straight up.
Yeah, it'll turn a corner at some point, but he ain't there yet.
Picked our spots, though, with the Dinger Tuesday plays here. I mean, you hit one with Gunner. Better late than never. I know Goots was bricked about that one. Great call. Sure.
Love that. Raise legend.
Yeah, you know you have the clip teed up.
Serve the turkey. Yeah, he's been staring at that shit all night.
Open that at 8 a.m.
Oh, Snell cake. GG.
What?
Oh, no. Blake Snell, 15-day DL. Oy.
Oh, no.
We'll be soon.
Brutal. But yeah, I wanted to show you guys this tweet real quick. I'm going to pull it up. Hold on. About these baseballs, because I'm not liking what I'm seeing out of these games. I feel like they've really put the juice baseballs away. Goots, you can screen share that real quick. Mikey Overs actually sent this to me yesterday. He's been trying to get in the lab for MLB. Yeah, the baseballs just aren't flying one bit. I don't know what it is. Players have been bitching about them. We haven't seen, you know, many high-scoring games whatsoever. I've been getting burned on every over I take almost until we see a change. And it's going to happen like this. And it's going to be all the teams at the same time, probably when the weather warms up. Coincidence? Probably not. Until we see it, I'm going to keep taking unders. I'm going to lean into that for the coming couple weeks. Hopefully longer, but probably less. Okay? Y'all picking the most public overs. We definitely don't do that, brother.
We do quite the opposite of that.
We definitely don't do that.
What overs you're looking at. But yeah, we're
might seem popular because everyone on the show is taking it, locking it in, and rooting for it because it's a squad ride, but definitely not taking the most popular overs of the day for the squad rides. No. Zero chance. Well, I hope Blake Snell's okay, and I hope Bellinger's okay. I know he got hurt yesterday as well. Gosh, man, too many injuries this year in the MLB season early on. But yeah, look at his tweets. Javon, I'm curious on your thoughts. Last year, 71 baseballs were hit with 106-mile-an-hour exit velo. This year, there's only been 12. Pretty weird. The average distance is way down as well. It's probably not just the weather. Seems like the Jen Eli, a friend of the program, might be onto something here, Javon.
Yeah, I mean, it's the same thing that happened the first time. They got caught messing with the baseballs. We just didn't find out about it till after. So whether it's the physical makeup of the baseball or what they're doing, like where they're storing them, which is what they tried to do the first time too, there's something that's very different because it's not just the weather. So we'll probably find out. We'll probably find out at some point.
Okay. Yeah, when they do a study on the league, and figure out they were using 7 different baseballs during the season.
Yeah.
So weird. How hard can it be to figure it out? I mean, they own Rollins. They own the company that makes the baseballs. You can't tell me the $1 billion MLB can't figure out how to fucking get these baseballs right. It's like the most important thing, I feel like, at this point. Maybe they don't want to figure it out. I don't know.
No, I guess this is what they're trying to do because they've like openly said that they're trying to eliminate the 2 outcome hitters. So every game is not just a strikeout or a home run. So they're trying to put more balls in play, which is part of the reason they made other changes, like the bases getting bigger. So stolen bases would be great. They'd have more action in the game. So I mean, it's not like that much of a secret what they're doing. It's just we're gonna have to wait to see exactly what it is with the baseballs.
Yeah, Chaco asking the right questions here. How does using, less home run balls make the MLB more money? I personally don't think it does, as I'm seeing Lane Thomas go in the IL as well with the knee injury. Not good. All jokes aside, I know we make fun of Lane. He's, kind of beat this year, but he fucked up his knee pretty bad, and he might he needs a little break. Either way, you're right. But I hope it's not something serious because he was struggling. So, with the knees as well, you never know. But yeah, Chucko, I'm with you, man. You'd think they want as many nukes as possible, but you got to think of who's making these decisions, right? It's a bunch of old dudes who've been around the league forever, who are sitting around a table, who generally probably hate fun, at least more than us, right? And these guys are thinking, well, this isn't the baseball I know and love. This isn't the baseball that I grew up with, going to the game with my PPAP back in 1800s. Back in my day, they used to play small ball and they used to bunt and they used to fucking steal and, all this shit. Those are the guys making the decisions. And that's probably why we're seeing, less home runs this season. They want to put the ball in play, right? They want more action, I guess, in game and not just, a nuke every inning.
Yeah, I think they're also experimenting with like everything about the feel of the ball because pitchers are bitching. They're trying to find a happy medium so they can like have not a sticky substance like substitute, but make the baseballs like passable for them to grip. So like that's probably something they're working on with the difference in baseballs too. But again, we'll find out in due time.
I guess Judge only gets to juice baseballs when he could break a record. Yeah, Brock, you already broke the records. They're going to keep those baseballs for someone else coming up next. They've already used them on Judge. Maybe they're moving on. And speaking of Judge, I still need to buy that fucking jersey, man.
GG.
I've decided I'm going to get the pinstripes one. I feel like I have to.
You have to get the pinstripes. Gray feels soft.
Chat, that'll be ordered today. You'll get an update about it. I promise you it'll be ordered. I will show you the confirmation before BTL tomorrow. Unfortunately, it will be ordered. All right, I am a man of my word. Just $180 right down the drain. See ya.
Yeah, GG's.
Literally, there it goes. See ya. $200.
Hey, at least you got something for it instead of just wasting coin on Marlins ML, which I didn't have a real option there. It was either Marlins, White Sox, or Caps, which I'm glad I picked the one that didn't have a heartbreaking ending to it. Just get it over with early. But
I mean, yeah, Max
quick
Fried
donation
through Max Fried, first ever 20 pitch complete game.
Yeah,
I think he had like 90 pitches for 9 innings, which is
Maddox.
absurd. I mean, he was just
Tanner Houck style.
Yeah, he had another Maddox, his third one of his career. Nuts.
Yeah.
Gosh, man. Yeah, I got your Venmo as well, so W's there. But yeah, 2 shit bets or 2 shit wager wheel outcomes from yesterday. You had to bet on the Marlins, and they still have not scored in the series, and I have to buy an Aaron Judge jersey. Okay, Chad, if you missed yesterday, that's where we're at right now. Piss. All right?
Repus.
Dude, so we got a second for me to bitch. I got something I saw yesterday that I can't stop thinking about, and it makes my skin boil. We got to talk about it. We got to pull it up. Goots, run that shit. I'm just going to let this play out for a second here. Pay attention to where the ball lands. Oh, there it goes. Right off that motherfucker's dome. Right off the head. Wait a second, though, Javon. Rewind the tape here, Goots. Go back to that and pause it. I need to see that guy holding his head in pain. Wait a minute here, Goots. Pause that. Javon, is he wearing a glove on his hand?
Looks
His
like
Pop's wearing a glove, yes or no?
He's got that A2000 suited up.
He's got that old wrinkly glove, probably the same one that, who was it on the Padres? Jake Cronenworth was using in the first game of the season when the ball went right through it. Looks very similar, okay? This guy is dusting off his glove that he used in youth ball 45 years ago. He's brought it to the game every single day since. He finally gets a chance to make a play. You finally get a ball hit to you, and he talks about it in the interview. We're not going to play the interview because, honestly, this guy is a vibe, and I would drink a beer with him, and I do kind of feel bad. He did get clocked in the head, and he was bleeding and shit, but, that's not what this is about. So I don't want to make you guys like this dude by playing the interview, okay? This is about him putting his hand up, having an opportunity to make a play, and failing like no other. Okay, not only does he miss the catch, the ball hits him in the fucking noggin. And you know what? He deserved it. Because if you can't make a catch, bringing a glove to a game as a grown-ass man, you deserve to get plunked. That should be the new rule. If you miss the catch with the glove, you have to get drilled on it with the head, on the head. It is what it is. I'm tired of seeing these geese balls go to the game like they're 12 years old, going to their first ever baseball game they've ever witnessed with their peepaw. You know, you've been to enough games, my man. Act like you've been here before. You know who brings their glove to the game? Somebody who goes for the first time. I can guarantee you this guy's probably not missed a single LSU baseball game for the last couple decades.
He
This
said
dude's
that.
got LSU pins on his hats.
He said that in the interview. He said like he brings it to every game. I think he goes to every game. He always brings his glove.
I'm sure he does. And dudes, he finally gets a chance to make a play.
Finally.
Line drive, left field, right at him. Doesn't even have to move. Literally, the baseball god's giving this guy a gift so he can fuck off, put the glove back down, and head home. And what happens? I mean, he gets clocked in the head. Let's run the tape because they're going to show it again towards the end. And the commentators are hilarious. If we can get some volume going, we need it. This fucking guy, man.
That baby goodbye. Is there
That dude
any
got
place
drilled.
on the field
You're
that he
bringing
cannot
Paul
hit a
Smith to
home
the
run?
game. You better squeeze that shit when
Listen.
it comes to you.
Boy, that ball was a rocket shot. Now, we got to turn our attention to that fan out in left field who took a Tommy White one to the noggin. That guy looks woozy out there. I mean, can we go check on him? Watch this. This is
That guy looks
gone
woozy
right there.
out
As soon
there.
as he hits it, it's gone. He knows it.
I mean,
And
check
it is
out the
laser. Now
replay.
watch
Check out the
fan. He
slow-mo.
sees it coming. Oh, he tries to catch it.
Boom.
But it's been quite a long time since he's played catch.
It has. So why are you bringing a glove to the game? Do you think you're on the team? What are you even going to do with the glove? Part of my point. Because the main issue of bringing the glove to the game, not only is it weird and you're putting yourself in a 12-year-old's body like you're going to your first baseball game ever, and you're stealing opportunities for kids who are actually, going to the games for the first time to catch a ball and change a life. But you're also, not making a play. You know how dumb you look bringing a glove to the game?
You
Not making a play.
the
It's hit
whole
right to you.
Whole squad's got gloves too. His buddy over there's got one.
Yeah, they're all strapped.
Yeah.
They're all ready.
They got the whole outfield like they're shagging fly balls.
I now have a new enemy in college baseball, LSU. I know who to root against. Hey, we already got our guy Dylan Cruz, right? Don't have to root against him on that team anymore. But holy smokes, dude! Let them live their lives, Richie. Man, I would let them live their lives. But look, if everybody acted like this or let them get away with it, how would we get better as a society, right? How would we improve? Because it's only getting worse. I just keep seeing geese balls left and right bringing the gloves to the games. It's absurd. Grow the fuck up, man. At least make a play.
You better be careful. You got 2 more days of potential wager wheels before we head out to the games this weekend.
Yeah, we better hit these squad rides. Because if I have to spin that wheel and I have to bring that fucking glove down to Texas while also scarfing down an insurmountable amount of hot dogs, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it. Dudes, get the highlight tape out of here. Get the VCU highlights out of here.
I'm sorry, I had to.
Elliot, no, I did not airball 3, Elliot. I airballed 4 in a row. 4 in a row. Look, man, at least I didn't fucking dress in full uniform acting like I was on the team. Right? I didn't miss the ball when the guy passed it back to me and hit me in the fucking head. Right? No.
There you go.
Unbelievable. Yeah, guys, Sunday we're going to go to the Reds and Rangers game in Dallas. That'll be electric, or Arlington, whatever the hell you guys call it.
Tonsils.
Tuesday, Nationals at Rangers. That'll be electric. I really, really hope we get lucky and we get, Mackenzie Gore on the bump. That would be elite. I'll bringing the jersey back down there. That would be epic. That would be epic. Maybe the Rangers will still be in this little slump, not getting out to a hot start. Maybe the Nats will be competitive. Who knows?
Crabs, you have 2 more days to avoid bringing your gloves to the game. Because if that lands on it, you are doing it on Sunday.
Sure. I'm in.
Time to dial in.
Sign me up. Hey, I'm a man of my word. I'll do it. It is what it is. Not happy about it, but we'll get our tickets on SeatGeek. We'll go to the game and, use promo code Bookit for $20 off, and I'll have a glove in hand. And I'll make a fucking play if I have to. I'll make a fucking play. If I'm bringing the glove, look, I'm either 0 or 100. If I'm bringing the glove, I'm catching a ball. I'm going out there and warm-ups early. I'm catching a ball.
Catch a LE 114 off the bat.
I'm going to see what life is like, on the other side, right? I'm going to see what life is like as an old man bozo who brings glove to the game and tries to ruin kids' days.
We're going – if you land on glove, we're going full pregame BP Crab Hample.
Day in the life. We're shaking the gates. We're there before they even open. We're sprinting to the spot, maybe even pushing some kids out of the way. Get the fuck out of the way. I'm going first, all right? I'm a grown-up. I'm a man. I have a glove on. Like, do you guys see how fucking ridiculous this whole thing is? It's just embarrassing. Like, if your pops brings a glove to the game, tell him to stop.
We might have to
lose respect for him.
We might have to rig the wheel if we're spinning it just for that to happen.
Goots is trying to manipulate it right now as we speak. He's probably Googling it. Rigged wheels to spin.
Yeah.
Oh,
well,
man.
It's been rigged, but I can't just go out and do it right off the rip,
I know.
It takes some time.
That's facts. All right. Well, let's hop into some baseball. Let's hop into some plays. Let's hop into some action here for you guys today. It's enough bullshitting for now. It is Wagon Wednesday. All right, Javon, do you have a wagon you want to back today? A favorite you're liking on the slate?
Favorites, yes. Give me the Blue Jays.
Sure.
Yeah. Are we putting up something for today? Yeah, I like the Blue Jays though. It's probably one of my favorite plays in the MLB slates.
Wow.
Love that.
All right. Sure. Yeah. Laying minus 130, opened up a pick-em-ish with Marsh on the bump against the Royals.
Yeah, and I'm not the biggest Alec Marsh fan. I'm not the biggest Royals fan right now because if you listen to the pod, we talked about this in a little more depth, but I think the offense is starting to bottom out for the Royals, and we saw their little insanity run for a couple weeks. Now, especially like the bottom of that lineup, we're starting to see what it really is, and a guy like Yaro Rodriguez, who I really like against this lineup. He has great stuff, shaky command at times, but for a Royals lineup who loves to chase a lot, don't think that's going to be the biggest of issues. I think he pitches pretty well against them, and the Royals offense is going to continue to look a little sharp for a while and really not end up being great. So I like the pitching matchup. Again, Alec Marsh too, a guy who at his peak gives up a lot of barrels, so I would not be shocked if we saw any of the bats that are hitting decently in the middle of that lineup take him yard today. So I think the open up near pick him and then steam on the road, Blue Jays take the series.
Sure. I like the play. I like the steam. I like the sell job. I like your Wagon Wednesday. I got one on the ice. The people probably aren't going to like. I don't even know if I like it, but I honestly don't like that many favorites today. If I had to take a favorite on the board, any sport that we see turn green, see through the hoop, I got to go with the Dallas Stars after what they did in that first game, blowing it. Dallas at home, still catching plenty of juice. I think they even up the series against Vegas. They're not losing the first step.
Yeah, it's definitely a fat line. Makes you not want to take Dallas. So maybe it's a little indicative of what's going to happen.
I think Dallas, nobody wants to even bet them today, number one, because of what happened in game one. Number two, like you said, they're so juicy, right? Nobody wants to take that. Stars look like shit. They blew it. So now they're laying minus 165. You going to lay that? I will. I'll do it for them.
Sure.
Okay. Crab Stars are plus 155 first period, minus a half. Yeah, I'm not going to get cute, though. They stink. I'm just going to take them on the ML. All right. W's. Guys, Javon was talking about the MLB pod. We're going to release that later today, I believe. We do have the NFL pod out as well right now if you want to check it out, see what we're thinking, see some hot takes, some sleepers, some busts. Obviously talking QBs, talking Bucks, talking Manders, and, going over some players who, maybe some of you guys haven't even heard of. So check out the podcast. Do me a favor at least. Go to the YouTube link, click the like button. It takes 3 seconds, please. Go click the like button right now. Here's a link. Come on, guys. It takes 5 seconds. All right, we smacked the squad ride yesterday. If you cashed on the squad ride on the Avs ML, please go like this fucking video on YouTube's. And if you want to listen on Spotify or Apple Music, go click play as well. All right, help the boys out. The John Ross comment was hilarious. Yeah, no, honestly, that was pretty realistic.
Might be.
So if you guys want to hear what we're talking about there, check out the pod. All right. Dubs, Will you guys go over your best bets for the draft at all today? Just wondering. We will go over some bets tomorrow for sure for the NFL draft. That'll be a tomorrow thing. All right. The odds are still moving like no other. There's really no rush between today and tomorrow, so might as well wait another day and get you out, some plays the day of so we know the lines are settled. Okay. Chat, what's the play for the D-backs game? Crazy name, too. Let's get that off the screen.
Wrap up, brother.
Early game starts in 10 minutes. Before we dive into some plays, Javon, do you like anything in Arizona, St. Louis?
No. There's a reason why I really haven't been pushing to mention it. So despite all the bitching in the chat, I don't have a play for the early game. So really couldn't tell you anything.
Okay. I lean the Cardinals. I think that's a nasty play, but I've seen this movie before, and down 40 units MLB Crabs from 2 seasons ago would be betting on the Cardinals today. I'm going to stay off. But I do lean St. Louis at home with that steam.
I would too if their lineup wasn't moose shit, and which is the reason for the steam. And I didn't just bet on a Kyle Gibson masterclass. For that reason, I'm good.
Sure. Wow, Amon Rodgers got paid. Holy smokes. He just got paid. 77 guaranteed, the most ever for a wide receiver in a single contract.
Laporta next.
Holy smokes. Good for him. St. Brown, a guy who, wasn't projected to be the first wide receiver in that class and has turned out to be the best receiver in that class. So good for him. Always love stories like that. That's the guy who remembers every single name of a receiver taken before him in the draft. That's crazy. That's the kind of guy I want on my team. If I was a Lions fan, I'd be fucking stoked. Sheesh. Get your bag, bro. Sure.
That's what the go will can do to you.
That's what the go will do. You get paid. People forget the Commanders did take De'Ami Brown over him. Yep, they did. Thank you for the reminder, SBR. Appreciate that. SBR not taking Laporta black jersey was wild. What is he talking about?
So soft. I think he got some of the new jerseys. Told me it's soft for not taking Laporta, getting a Laporta jersey.
That is pretty soft. That is pretty soft.
Cop another.
Come on. SBR. You got to get your guy Laporta goats. All right. W's, let's hop into Sharp Report for today. We got plenty to cover. I still want to go over the cheat sheet after this as well, and also talk some NBA and NHL if we can get to that. So let's go ahead and lock in here. No better way to start out the Sharp Reports and then a Nats plus 1.5. Sure. Is that what you're about to say?
No, I was just going to say if you like the AL East, you're going to love my Sharp Report because it's the entire fucking division.
Every single play on Javon's Sharp Report, all 5 are from the AL East. Personally, I do. I grew up loving the AL East as a Red Sox fan, but those days are done. I do like that division, though. And you know what, Javon? I like a lot of those plays. So let's dive into these. I'll start out with the Nats plus 1.5. All right, we'll go over the GOATs first. Jake Irvin. Everyone acts like Jake Irvin is moose shit. Everyone acts like this kid stinks. Nobody even wants to try to figure out why he's good or why he's been balling, but I mean, Javon, the sample size has grown almost a full season at this point since he came up last year, and the kid's been nice. Like he's pretty solid. He could end up being a diamond in the rough type, a really good 3-4 in the back end of a rotation for years to come. I really like what I'm seeing out of Jake Irvin. He had good success against the Dodgers last week. He's going to have good success against the Dodgers today. Okay, Nats plus 1.5. Now the Nats do have the flu. Okay, their lineup yesterday was absolutely atrocious. I'm assuming that's because they had Patty C out there and they were saving some of their guys, resting some of their guys who might still be sick for today. So I hope that lineup has improved, but something nobody's talking about that nobody even knows. Keibert Ruiz, anybody wonder where the hell he's been for the last 2 weeks? He got the flu so bad, he lost 25 pounds. And he is now back in the minors. So yeah, prayers up for him. That's no joke. But it seems like he's doing okay. And he actually, I think, played his first game in the minors yesterday on his rehab stint. So yeah, the Nats got hit hard with the flu. I thought they were just going out with the old players for the 5-year anniversary last weekend, but turns out they were actually sick as fuck. With that being said, the lineup could not be worse than yesterday. And I'll tell you what, they've already seen this rookie. All right. And I'm not saying he doesn't have good stuff, but this dude is wild as heck. This Knack dude's, he can't locate for shit. I think he'll have plenty of mistakes pitching on the road in this game, compared to when he was at home against the Nats, feeling comfy on that home mound. On the road today against the scrappy Nats coming off a game that they blew yesterday, I think they will be, at least a little bit more successful. And I do think they will have a better lineup out there today. Lane Thomas, I hope he's okay. We don't want to root for any injuries, but he will not be in the lineup today. That's probably a good thing for the Nats offense. All right. Thought about taking first five. The odds were the same. They're both plus 100, first five plus a half compared to the just plus 1.5 for the game. Decided, you know what? Finnegan has actually been looking pretty good recently. He didn't pitch yesterday. Bullpen overall rested. They pitched some of their shitty guys. I'm going to take the full game here, and I'm going to trust the Nats. For some reason, play pretty well against the Dodgers. The Dodgers, the worst teams they play, the worst they play. Right now, they don't look too hot right now. I'll take my chances with the Nats at home. Scrappy. They get it done.
Yeah, and if this makes you feel any better, I saw a tweet earlier about the Dodgers that their bullpen, they've pitched the most innings in the MLB, and they're also in the midst of like a pretty long road trip adding on that, Evan Phillips pitched yesterday, Daniel Hudson pitched yesterday. Those two are probably not available. I think Grove and Vessier were the other two that pitched. So you're bottom of the barrel. So can't really ever feel confident about the Nats bullpen, but at least it's not terribly skewed in the Dodgers' favor today late in the game.
Yeah, 100%. Gosh, it was so crazy seeing some of those guys out there yesterday for the Dodgers out of that bullpen, seeing Daniel Hudson in the Dodgers uni when he was the guy who closed out the World Series for us. That was weird. But he will still be a goat in my mind forever.
Talk about this too. I started to tweet. This was actually the worst pitch I've ever seen at the MLB level.
Can we just talk about this scenario? Because first of all, let's watch the nuke. Derek O.C. Okay, that ball was absolutely obliterated. You couldn't place a ball on a tee in a better spot for Ohtani to hit a nuke. Okay, couple things. So the inning before this, it's 1-1. We've got, I think, Hunter Harvey out there on the bump. Maybe it was 2 innings before. I don't know. I don't care. It's a tie game. Hunter Harvey gives up a double, and I think that run ends up scoring. They pull him. You know who they put in, Javon, at that point when it's still a close game and they still have a chance to beat the Dodgers with their, not great start to the season and their bullpen absolutely gassed? You know who they put in? They warm up not Matt Barnes, another Barnes, a Sneak Barnes. I didn't even know he was on the team because he got called up literally today. Sneak Barnes. We got 2 Barneses now. They both suck. All right, this is Matt Barnes, who we know, who gave up the nuke in this video. But before, it was the other Barnes making his first, MLB outing of the year for the Nats. He pitched a little bit for the Cardinals last year. Their bullpen was terrible. You could probably guess, how good he did. Not great, but he did good in the minors this year. They called him up today. That's the guy they're putting in that spot. That's the guy. Not, Tanner Rainey, not a guy who's been there before. Not anyone else making their, MLB season debut.
Yeah, but
that's the guy you put in. So obviously they scored another run against him. And then the next inning they put in Matt Barnes because, they're already down 3-1. Might as well just give up and save Finnegan for tomorrow. No fucking chance we're scoring in the bottom. The worst pitch in history from Matt Barnes right here on the screen. That it has to be up there as the worst pitch. A hanger that didn't break, a curveball right in the top of the zone meet. If you took out a fucking measuring tape and measured the sides of the strike zone where the ball was, they'd be exactly the same amounts because it was right down the cock vein of the strike zone. You couldn't pitch. You couldn't draw a worse pitch up. Matt Barnes, man, hang him up, dude. Why are you on our team? Why are you here?
Got to retire.
Why are you here, Matt Barnes? And why is the other Barnes here?
Yeah, it was also like 118 off the bat, which is crazy.
Yeah, I mean, toss me a bat, Javon, because I'm hitting that shit out of the park too. Goodness gracious. All right, let's hop back in. We'll cross that off the list. A little Steam Crabs 2.0. Fucking David Martinez, the worst manager ever, who just lucked himself into a World Series. Unbelievable. Great people guy. He's literally Ron Rivera, is what he is. Great people guy. They love him. Terrible manager.
Might be.
Atrocious. Clueless.
Might be.
Oh. All right. Let's hop back into the Sharp Report here because we took plenty of time on the Nats. You did talk a little bit about Toronto. Any other Phil's nugs you want to drop about the Blue Jays ML?
No, not too much. I think it'll probably be a little sweaty. It's how every Royals game seems to be now, a little lower scoring because their offense is not great. Same with the Jays, but I think the Jays sneak it out. So, Gary all day.
Sure. Okay. Toronto ML. I'm in.
Yeah.
We take you to the association. Can I?
Sure.
Miami, your boys. Give me them. Nobody believes. They got crushed in game 1. The Celtics, they saw what they needed to see because they coasted the whole regular season. You heard the players talk about how excited they are for the playoffs, for meaningful games to start. The first game they have in the playoffs, they obliterate the Heat. You're telling me they're going to come in locked into game 2 after they do that on their home floor? They're going to come in so lazy, complacent, lackadaisical, not locked, like the Celtics sometimes do in big spots. And they might lose this game outright. I wouldn't be shocked. You're telling me Spoelstra is not crafting up something after that atrocious game 1 effort? You're telling me the best coach in the NBA, who nobody talks about or gives enough credit to, isn't going to figure out a way to keep this game within 15 points? What do the Celtics have to try for? What do they have to get up for? The Jimmy Butler-less Heat? Come on. This is a letdown spot and a half. Sorry, Javon, but I like the Heat here. I do. I think they keep this within 10 points.
Well, I'll tell you exactly what's going to happen because Spoelstra actually came out and said this because the Celtics, they shot 53s. I think they hit 20, 21, 22 of them, which was basically because the Heat were doing what other teams try to do, stop Tatum in the playoffs. They're doubling him like at the 3-point line and letting everybody else shoot around them, which is, they're daring them to shoot. And it didn't work because the Celtics had a historic 3-point shooting start. And then on the other side, like the Celtics were obviously daring the Heat to shoot, and it works because the Heat don't have the guys right now. So he came out and said, we have to change up the 3-point volume. We have to shoot more threes. We have to get them to shoot less threes. What's that going to mean? No more zone, a little more man coverage or man-to-man defensively. So that's going to slow the game down a little bit. Kristaps Porzingis is not going to have to be able to be like the zone breaker really anymore, which is pretty key. So I think their offense is definitely not going to have the same success. And the Heat, Duncan Robinson is a little injured, but I still think he's pretty important in this game. Him, Kevin Love, I think you're going to have pretty big games, and the game's going to stay a little closer than people expect. So I'm also going to be on the Heat, and I am in.
Let's go. Take those points. We might need them. We might.
Yeah.
All right. Tampa Bay, your Rays, going down the fucking AL East here. What do you like about your boys today?
It's good on the AL East. Back to the Rays after they burned the entire world yesterday, which was even funnier that they splooged on that Paredes 2-run home run after the 5th inning. It was in the 6th, of course, and everybody's on first 5. But today they're getting a little respect, I would say, as a short favorite against Jack Flaherty, who's been pretty good to start the season. And we have Sean Armstrong, I think, opening for about an inning, maybe one time through the lineup, and then Tyler Alexander is going to come in, who's been surprisingly good, and I think he's a guy that the Tigers are really going to have a little bit of issue with. So I like them. It's also a sneak Tyler Alexander revenge game. People forget that. So I think he pitches pretty well, and I do like the Rays offense today against Flaherty, especially after people were a little disappointed by them yesterday. I think this, with a righty on the mound, is a little different of a spot because I think he's going to give them a lot of velo the opposite way. So give me the Rays. Close it out today. Not get swept.
Sure. I love that. Salvage the series. I'm in.
Yeah.
Let's keep it on the diamond here. I got a baseball play for you guys. White Sox, Twins, under. Talked about the totals in MLB recently. We pulled up the data. Baseballs aren't flying. Totals aren't going over. It is what it is. MLB, a bunch of old dudes wanting the ball in play, I guess, and no nukes. Maybe they're jealous because they can't do it themselves. I don't know what it is. But no runs are being scored for some reason. And I'm looking at this game, and I'm seeing a lot of things. I'm seeing our guy, Joe Ryan's fantasy score is so high, right? He's going to deal today. I'm seeing all his fucking prize pick squares high as shit. He's going to deal. Not a hot take. He's facing the White Sox, okay? Garrett Crochet, haven't heard anybody mention him after he had an elite first start of the season, maybe 2, I forget, and then he's been getting rocked recently. It doesn't seem like anybody wants to get on the Garrett Crochet train, except for me, because his total's down to 6.5 most places now, and that's wild to see, in my opinion. I know Joe Ryan is probably going to shove against the White Sox, and that's not a crazy take. That is a very simple-minded take. But the way Crochet's been looking recently, for both these starting pitchers and then the bullpens as well, to keep this game with under 6 runs, looks like a lot to ask. Okay, I see this game, especially after yesterday when there were runs and the game soared over, I see this game being 2-1. Extremely low scoring, 0 offense whatsoever. And I think we got a D-backs bang in chat right now. Our bases are loaded. Sure. But I'm really liking this under. I'm liking it that I'm seeing a lot of 6.5s popping up now as well. And I think both of these starting pitchers, especially Ryan, deal. I don't really see a world where the White Sox score any runs in this game.
I kind of think they might sneak one. I debated putting White Sox first 5 in the card, but
Wow.
Sneak it out late. But I like that under with you 100%. I think it's going to be 2-1, 3-2, maybe even less, depending on how the bullpens come out. But yeah, I like that play for sure. Crazy to see a 6.5 this early in this day and age.
Yeah, in this economy? You kidding me?
Yeah.
With these two teams?
Wild.
Come on.
Absolutely wild.
Come on. WR holding down the YouTube chat over there. Can I get some W's from our YouTubers? All vibing in there. I want to see who's in there on the YouTube chat compared to Twitch. Jane Daniels, 100% comfortable joining the Manders, and rumors aren't true. Yeah, so, I mean, he was kind of pissed, or at least somebody was pissed, whether it was him, his agent, whatever, after the fact. And they have since talked and squashed any beef. So any sort of miscommunications or disconnects or, issues have been completely resolved. Jane Daniels, the Heisman Trophy winner, he's coming to DC. You know what I'm extremely curious about that nobody cares about that I'm going to bring up?
Sure.
Tress Way, the captain, the heart, the glue guy, the Commanders, right? Tress Way, who we know, friend of the program. Tress Way, people forget he sent me a couple jerseys and told me to figure out how to wash my clothes and not ruin my jerseys. But Tress Way, just a great dude, the captain of that team, the oldest guy on the team, the best player on the team. He is. He literally is the best player on the team. He wears number 5. He does. You're telling me you're going to rip away number 5? Tress Way,
no
the
way.
glue guy, the captain,
There's
the heart and soul.
way we're talking about Tress Way giving up his number.
I don't know how it's going to play out. I don't.
He's a punter.
What are they going to do? You're telling me you're ripping off number 5 from the oldest guy, the seasoned vet who's been there, the leader of the team. You're ripping that number 5 off and giving it to the rookie who's already been chirping the team?
If he's a real leader, he'll just give it up.
I don't know. I'm very curious to see what happens.
Seems like a selfless Tress Way move.
It would be a
I
selfless.
forget what league this is.
Typical Tress Way. It would. Good.
I think it's the NFL, but how many Tress Way jerseys they got out there? He might have to buy them all just to change the jerseys.
Yeah, usually the guy taking the number will buy him out so that Tress doesn't have to do it. But yeah, that is a thing, and there are probably plenty of Tress Way jerseys floating around.
Are there? Are there?
Yeah.
I feel like you might be one of like 20.
They got a couple out there, 2 or 3 at least.
I feel like outside the Tress Way family tree, there's got to be like no more than you can count on your hand.
Tress Way, friends and family, parents, right? Maybe a girlfriend or wife. Forget if he's married or not. But and then there's me. That's it.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Unbelievable. Sack fly, then a double play. I bet. All right. Hey, a lot of ball game left in that one. All right. Dubs, let's keep moving and grooving here, Javon. Enough talking about what the Commanders are going to do with their pressing issues with number 5. Let's talk about the Eds. Goops, feel free to hop up here as well and add on. What do we like about the Orioles today, catching some steam on the road?
Yeah, Goots, you on the O's today? I feel like you got to know. Got to know. But
what do you think?
It was pretty much a rhetorical question at this point, but yeah, I'm on them. Kind of the same thing as the Rays. I mean, they look like the easiest play on the board yesterday. I mean, maybe sans Rays first 5, and they got absolutely demolished. Gray Rod is moose, not as good as everybody's been trying to say. I've been kind of riding that train for a while, but now they get another guy who's not nearly as good as he's been performing so far this season. Tyler Anderson gets to face them today. The Orioles not only have been really good against lefties, but they're really good against lefties who are big-time fly ball pitchers, which Tyler Anderson is, and load K-rate guys, which Tyler Anderson also fits the bill of. So I think we finally see like a true moose start out of Tyler Anderson in this game. And then we get a solid one from, the cast of those pitchers that we're going to have here. I'm not sure what the leash is going to look like for them, but really I'm just banking on their bats in this situation. So going to that, and while we're on the topic of the O's, one of the reasons Tyler Anderson has been so good sneakily this season is because he's faced a lot of lineups with bad changeup hitters, and it's been really effective. He's hitting 500 off of changeups so far this year, more than that actually, with 2 of his home runs from the right side, where he's going to be hitting today, off of changeups.
Adley Rutschman?
Tony Taters, who also, for whatever reason, is, I'm looking on Green Book here, the juiciest to score a run in the game, which is very irregular. And what do you know? He has a run square up on Prize Picks. Same deal. So, yeah, he's going yard and crossing the plate today. And we're getting probably home run number 5, I think it is, for the Goat Whale.
Okay. I'm so in, dude. Are you kidding me? Tony
Yeah.
Taters? Did they have a run square up on Prize Picks? No chance, right?
Yeah. That's what we're taking, Krabs.
Oh, that is the one you're taking. I thought you were taking his fantasy score.
No.
Oh my
Runs
goodness, they do have a run up. My God.
I think that's been up maybe because I've been monitoring because obviously with the guy's home runs in my goat whale, I want to pay attention to every weird square that's on the board for him. And every game, I've seen this maybe 2-3 times so far this year. And one of them I know he went yard, and the other one he scored, but didn't hit a home run. But he's crossing the plate today. I feel very
All
confident.
right, enough said. I love that. Tony Taters, let's go. As pertains to the Orioles ML, if it was any other team playing the Angels in the spot with that weird series price before and all that stuff, I'd probably say I don't love it, but it's the Orioles. They don't give a shit what's sharp or what's not. For some reason, they don't get line respect. I don't know what it is, but we've seen the same shit for the last couple of years, man. And I'm tired of fading the O's in sharp spots. It doesn't work. I'm tired of taking the Angels in sharp spots. It doesn't work. The O's probably do fucking win this game, and that's why they're getting steamed up almost 20 cents at this point. The O's win.
Yeah, it is also Dean Kramer. It's like who the fuck are you scared of in the Angels lineup?
Yeah.
You're scared of Mike Trout. You're scared of Taylor Ward. You're scared of a lot of guys from the right side. And Dean Kramer's really bad against lefties. So there's any little avenue for him to be good. It's probably that.
Okay. Dubs. Love that. All right. I think I saw somebody in chat say they have a Trust Way jersey. This needs to be confirmed.
No way.
There's no way. Justice for Trust Way. Burns. Yep, I agree. Where is he? Where is my Geyserman in chat who said he had the fucking jersey? I know I saw it.
There's no way somebody has a Trust Way jersey.
Oh, here it is. I'm with you, brother. I got one.
There's no way.
Burgundy OG one. Sure.
Bro.
See, Javon, the people around this area, they respect Trustwire. They know his greatness. They know his powers. They know his capabilities. And they know he's a guy.
I respect him too. You forget. I was also a fan of a Mooshit team for a while who also loved their punter. It's the same deal.
It's on sale,
Ooh,
too.
the jerseys are on sale.
$60.
Maybe that means
$60.
maybe that means they're going on sale so that somebody can buy them all up so they can do a number change here. Huh. Interesting.
Might be true.
Wow, that could be.
That's a good sign for Jane Daniels.
Jane
coming to
Daniels
DC.
draft donkey.
We might have just settled that argument, folks. Dressway jerseys. By the way, feel free to cop one if you need one. If you don't have one yet, this could be the time. Reduced price, $60. You kidding me? What a steal for a future Hall of Fame punter. Not NFL Hall of Fame, Washington Hall of Fame punter.
I bet not.
Buy low on Tressway, folks. Should I do a Tressway jersey giveaway? Should I just cop a couple of these?
Stick
I save Jane Daniels a couple bucks. Oh man, I do have Elliot. Obviously, he literally sent me 2 jerseys, bro. He's my guy. Unbelievable. Well, yeah, I guess that settles it. Shit, they're already putting those jerseys on sale. All right, Prize Pick Squares. You already went over Tony Taters. He's crossing home plate today. You want to go over Clark Schmidt real quick? I'm really curious to hear why you like his less than strikeouts, and I'll go over mine.
And rumors, we just got another bump down, bro. It's 6.5 now. It's crazy. He was at 7.5 when I was putting it in the dock and got bumped down to 7 in front of my eyes, and now he's at 6.5, which is weird to get a full strikeout bump down against the A's. But for the same exact reasons that I liked Marcus Stroman strikeouts yesterday, we talked about that on the cheat sheet a little bit. The A's chase a lot outside of the zone, which was good for Marcus Stroman because he's a guy who can command really well outside of the zone and kind of get them to do that. And he hit his case pretty easily. Clark Schmidt doesn't necessarily do that. He likes to attack, obviously, with a lot of sinker slider, but more so sinker than slider. And the slider also ends up more in the zone than it does outside of the zone. So like the A's are a big time strikeout team, but a lot of it comes from chasing, which Clark Schmidt is not necessarily like the best at generating. He's more whiffs inside the zone, which is not really how the A's strike out. So I like this less than strikeouts, and really, really weird to see a full strikeout bump down against the A's of all people, of all teams.
Love that. That's a weird square after a couple good starts. Sign me up. Are you kidding me?
Wait,
all you had to say was fade Clark Schmidt.
There's no way Kevin Love is on the board. I was waiting for that.
Is he up there, folks?
Is he? I was so waiting for that. That probably would have made Sharp Report. Probably over Clark Schmidt if it was on when we were looking.
And we got plenty of squares today.
We do. But yeah, we can get in the live for that game in a little bit. But
Sure.
yeah, Clark Schmidt.
Grant, I don't hate any of those squares, man. I don't hate them.
It could be sharp.
Don't sleep on Joe Ryan fantasy score against the White Sox either, Trent. Don't sleep. There's a reason that shit's high as ma.
Seager, yeah. Didn't see.
All right, let's get back to the sharp report. I got to go over a couple squares here. We got sub bangs coming in hot, folks. Don't think I'm going to let these get swept. We got Twitch Matty Ice coming in hot. Some soccer pitch cake. Newcastle money line plus 125. As Twitch Matty Ice resubs for 12 months. W Matty Ice. Javon, you know anything about Newcastle?
I didn't even know there's EPL games today. I'm not that tapped. I was kind of gassed. My soccer brain is gassed because I expelled a lot of it for Champions League last week, so I'm kind of back in retirement for a week.
Okay, yeah, I don't want you to get hurt. All right, take it easy.
Putting it on ice.
Okay. Need some NBA squares. Do you guys all want NBA squares? Let me know. If you do, we'll save some time for that at the end. I figured you kind of did with the prize picks and NBA playoffs. The pick 6 coming in resub in 10 months. Love that. Dean Mario resubbing for 12 months. Snell scratched today, or am I reading fake news? No, he did get scratched. And maybe there was something going on because he's not been the same guy. AL100's coming in resubbing. Nate Wright coming in resubbing. W's, gents. Appreciate you guys. And yeah, the reason I'm in here is because I'm watching my dog at home back in MD right now, guys. So that's why I'm cooking up in the kitchen.
Segment?
Cooking up in the kitchen. Yep. Goots will appreciate this, actually. Or Javon, you're hip now, too, because when I came down, we got nukes. But my mom got me a nukes gift card. Massive.
Crowds, we're getting
this
lunch.
Could change everything, Goots. Yeah, you want to go up there for a lunch date?
Might have to.
I actually got to go back and I got to get my hair cut. Maybe tomorrow, though, actually.
Yeah.
Little Nukes lunch date. But yeah, she gave me a Nukes gift card and she gave me Old Bay goldfish.
Oh, baby.
That's what I was left with. So this will be my food
beautiful.
for the next couple of days. Oh, there's crabs on the back. Look.
It's the most Maryland shit I've ever seen, man. It's probably
there's a crab on there, folks. Look. If you guys haven't had these are elite, by the way. These are unbelievable.
Yeah.
No bias whatsoever in that take. Okay?
No.
Holy DMB. Crabs, what's a Nukes order? Bro, the Nukes Q might be the greatest sandwich to walk this fucking earth. If you guys haven't had a Nukes Q, no free ads, get in the lab, talk about brain food, you will never find more winners after scarfing down a Nukes Q. Okay? Yeah, it's 1,000 out of 10. Some people in chat know. I'm surprised. I didn't know this was such a popular thing. We got Ant V coming in, resubbing Brewers ML. Sure, I do lean the Brewers ML. I do. Let me go over my 2 squares here real quick, and then we're going to keep moving to groove and chat. All right. Joe Ryan, I've already talked about him 7 million times, but I like his fantasy score today more than 37.5. I think he gets the win. I think he gets a quality start. I think he goes over his strikeouts, and I think he limits the runs. I think he has an unbelievable start. I think his hits allowed goes less than as well. I'm really liking Joe Ryan today on the bump. Not a crazy take. He's facing the White Sox. All right, that totals at 6.5 for a reason. Joe Ryan's going to have his best start of the season. All right, might even be better than that Detroit start. Okay. Luis Garcia. I had to get my guy Luis Garcia on here. He deserves some respect. He deserves a shout out. Luis Garcia's hitting like 400 at home at Nats Park this year.
Really?
And is that going to last? Probably not. No, but I was high on Luis Garcia preseason. I've always been high on him. You know, he's had some off the field stuff. He's not always locked in. His defense has been suspect, but this year, maybe it's because CJ Abrams is leading the way with his play, but Luis has been locked, especially at home. He is crushing the baseball guys. He's on a nice little hit streak right now. He's got a good matchup against a righty today. If you guys haven't seen him swing or watch his swing, looks identical to Soto's. It's actually crazy. I think he might have just modeled it off of him when they're both in the minors or something. I don't fucking know. But this kid's also only 23. People forget he's been up in the MLB for 3 years since he was 20 years old. He's still like a prospect, and he's starting to hit the crap out of the ball right now. He's letting the ball get deep. He's taking it the other way. He's had an opposite field nuke this year. I love what I'm seeing out of Luis Garcia. And with Lane Thomas, probably he's out, but with him out of the lineup, Luis Garcia is probably going to be right in the meat of the order. I wouldn't be surprised if he's hitting 4th once again. So let's see if Abrams could get on. You know, maybe we see a couple guys get on before. And Luis Garcia, do your job. He's going to be way higher in the lineup in a better spot than people expect today.
Yeah, that could be the difference. I was surprised you didn't go with your favorite national Eddie Rosario.
I thought about it, but he has been so bad. I don't even want to touch it. Maybe a little side piece, but now that Lane Thomas is out for a couple days, there are people talking about maybe they make a call, maybe they bring up Alex Call, maybe they bring up Stone Garrett, maybe they bring up James Wood. None of those are happening. All right, at least right this second. Eddie Rosario gets another chance, right, to prove himself. He's going to probably start today. He's probably going to start for the next couple games. Let's see if he can rejuvenate and keep his MLB career alive. It's kind of now or never for Eddie Rosario. So I don't hate it. I just really don't like his at-bats recently. And until he gets going and maybe gets a full game under his belt, I'll probably stay off, at least for like a main piece.
That's fair. Just gotta point it out. Or had to point it out because he's got the half a base square and he's the shortest nat to go yard, not named Gallo. Just
crazy. Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Okay.
A little weird.
Yep. We're gonna put that in the side piece. Have to. Sure. Come on, Eddie. Last chance, bro. Last chance you. Literally. Figure it out. All right. Those are my two squares there on Prize Picks chats. Really like that White Sox Minnesota under. Probably my favorite play as of right now. Javon, what's your favorite play on your sharp report right this second?
Jays.
Okay. Good thing I asked. Word. All right, let's move. Let's groove. We got about 25 minutes still. Javon, I know the cheat sheet's been out, and if anybody in chat hasn't already gotten hip or seen it, you guys need to check out Javon's Twitter. Before BTLs, he's been putting these puppies up in the morning like a fucking beast, grinding in the AMs. So you guys have plenty of time to check out the meat sheet. All right, you don't have to wait till BTL to see it. If you want to lock in plays or check out the boards, he usually tweets that puppy out kind of early, and I think I saw it out earlier today already. Are there any things you wanted to mention on there that we haven't already kind of talked about that the people need to know about for the meat sheet?
I guess the top of the meat sheet's kind of mid today because you have a lot of weird pitching situations. I don't know. Jack Flaherty, I think, gives up a tank or two against the Rays. Don't let that get swept towards the bottom there. I think Ty France and a couple of those Mariners hitters really struggled today against John Gray. But other than that, nothing too crazy up top. Go to the bottom. I don't even know what I put down there, to be honest with you. Might have been, yeah, top one's void now because they're not facing a lefty. The Mets aren't because of Snell. Yanks too. I don't know how I want to back them necessarily, but I might have to find a way because Joe Boyle is, loss of command central. Like he has good stuff, but he has no idea where he's going. He's kind of like Luis Gill a little bit. Funny Yanks comp, but the one thing the Yankees have been super great at is being patient. And I don't know if it's just the Soto effect or whatever, because the whole lineup's kind of followed suit. Everybody not named Aaron Judge, but they've been super, super patient. If you have a guy who needs to get a team to chase or a lineup to chase and is not great with his command, they've been making him pay every single time. So I wouldn't be shocked if they touch up Joe Boyle quite a bit today. And then on the bottom too, I kind of like Garrett Crochet, I guess, a little better than Joe Ryan in this game. And it's kind of the obvious answer, or maybe not with the Joe Ryan slurpage today, but Twins are terrible against lefties. Just absolutely god awful. And it's not just the fact, usually if you have a lineup that's terrible against lefties because they chase a lot, the Twins do that, but they also can't hit the ball in the strike zone, which Crochet is a little erratic at times, but he also has a super big or super fast, I don't know, power fastball, if that's what you want to call it. It's good. So for a team who can't hit the ball in the strike zone, that's everything you want to see. So I think he goes off today, and maybe a little Garrett Crochet K ladder potentials.
Wow. Okay. All right. Well, maybe that's the public over that our guy was talking about in the beginning there, Crochet K's, although who the heck wants to back him after some new starts? We haven't heard his name in a couple weeks, right?
That's probably pretty popular too with going against the Twins.
It might be. Okay. Either way, like to play. I like both starting pitchers in that game to deal. All right. That's probably why the total's at 6.5. All right, chat. Juan Soto.
Dudes.
I want to pitch an O's demon real quick.
A demon.
Sure. Come on. What do you got?
When James McCann gets 2 hits, the Orioles don't lose. It's happened I think 8 times, but there's never been a time where he gets 2 hits and they lose. And Javon, you think they're going to win today? James McCann might be getting 2 hits. He hit a nuke 2 days ago. he might be
But
locked.
there's definitely times when the Orioles win and he doesn't get 2 hits, right? It's just every time he gets 2 hits.
Yes,
they
it's just
win.
when he gets 2 hits, they win.
That could be the key.
I mean, that's
to
probably
just
juicy as heck,
opening
too.
up
It's
everything.
probably really plus check.
Yeah.
Goots could be dialed.
Yeah.
Could be so.
He's been on a little hit streak the last couple games. I guess he doesn't really play every day.
Yeah, he's been getting kind of hot.
He plays. He plays a good amount because they want to give Adley rest, so they put him at DH and put James at catcher. So
Gotcha.
he plays a good amount. Yeah.
I remember this from last year. I remember this from last year too. He's like one of the better changeup hitting guys in the lineup too, which applies to Tyler Anderson today. Obviously, same as it does with
He was
Tony
a
Taters.
first round pick. He ain't no slunch.
People forget this ain't no Brian McCann. Does that name ring a bell to you guys? But James McCann could end up being better. Who knows?
Yeah.
So Brian McCann was a pretty darn good catcher for a
Dude,
while.
Brian McCann was a goat.
Yeah,
he was
Loved
good.
Brian McCann.
He was good. I'll be honest. I thought this was Brian McCann. For the first year when he was on the ice, when I just saw McCann, just figured it was just another ball dude out there, and it was probably him. Turns out, could not be a more different guy. James McCann.
Couldn't be any farther from different.
All right, Goots, you're calling your shot here with James McCann getting 2 base knocks. That could be a good little side piece.
Yeah, why
Plus
not?
check.
Air could be so air.
Maybe we'll put that with Rosario.
Yeah, it should hit.
Sneak 2
That should
base.
hit. Or we put it with Juan Soto and more than 1.5 walks steaming.
Or we put it with Jake Irvin walks potentials.
Well, why would we do that? He's starting a no-hitter today.
Shit. You seen that square, Krabs?
Is that new? Fresh off the presses?
I think that is fresh off the presses.
Oy, oy, oy. That is fresh off the presses. That was not up there an hour ago. Shit.
I'll see it.
It's like
It's not in the collection of plays at the top. It's like hidden after a couple gobs, dude. It's in a weird spot. I don't know why it's there. Well, that's not good.
Yeah.
We're going to need to get eyes on this puppy. We need chat to see this.
There's a
Jake
lot of
Irvin,
weird
right?
squares. A lot of weird squares. You get so weird. Matt Mervis, I saw that up on there too. Half a base.
Ay, ay, ay.
Yeah, I mean, he
Jake
just
Irvin.
had one against them and dealt. Now we're getting a 2.5
Jake Irvin might be nibbling today, folks. He might be nibbling.
nibbling.
Shit. And they were being so aggressive yesterday, the Dodgers, and that was kind of their demise or their downfall against Patty C. They were swinging at everything. Maybe they will come out more patient today.
I'm pretty sure LC tweeted this as well.
I did see that. It's a Krabs. It's a Krabs square to back. Jake Irvin.
Well, Jake
striking out
Irvin has been a
Mookie.
strikeout machine this year because he's changed up his pitch mix and his locations a little bit, using that high, elevating that high fastball. And it's worked out great as a punch out pitch. So yeah, I just don't think the books are really hip to him yet in his strikeout stuff. And he's sort of over his number the first couple starts of the season, all of them. So yeah, no congrats for striking out today, bro.
Didn't strike out Mookie in that first game either.
Wow. 2 words, chat. Wow. Holy smokes. All right. Well, there's plenty of squares to be had today. We're gonna have to craft up some entries. W Lauren, W analysis. Really weird square. We'll be on that puppy. Good find. Great find. Goots, I just nuked the O's in every way possible. We'll be soon. W Jackie.
And you're rich.
Why is Irvin at 3.5 earned runs? Well, he's playing the Dodgers.
Yeah, I think 90% of pitchers who play the Dodgers at 3.5 earned runs, especially if they're on the fucking Nationals.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's been a Nats pitcher in any of those games at 2.5.
Yeah, you can't.
Yeah.
Definitely not Patty C. Although they should have. Should have been at
Yeah, should have. He
been half a
was
run
dialed.
with the under juice minus 200. All right. Real quick, before we move on to look at some baseball games here, did you guys see the new San Francisco Giants closer intro? Did you see this last night? Has anybody checked in on the bullpen catcher?
Bullpen
Anybody know
catcher
if he's
is
alive?
dead.
Because if we can go back to the beginning here, we'll restart it. I mean, the lights go out before the ball is even released out of our guy Duvall's hand. Okay, Duvall throws fucking gas. Somebody needs to get a pulse check on the bullpen catcher here because There's no fucking way he saw that ball.
There's no shot.
There's no way.
He got murked.
You couldn't see shit in there. I mean, the one job they have, they do this whole great intro. They set it up. It looks cool. They got these weird lights following the closer. It's dope, right? I fuck with it. You got one job. Watch the bullpen. Make sure this motherfucker's not still warming up while you're doing the intro, or else somebody's going to get their head taken off by a 100-mile-an-hour fastball. What are we doing? I hope this went viral enough where the Giants saw it and they're going to fix that for the next time, or at least tell the person in charge of it to wait a second. That's absurd. Busting this out for a non-save sitch is crazy. I mean, yeah. I guess they just use it every time he pitches. It's just like his intro. Holy smokes. Bullpen catcher in the hospital with LSU Peepaw. Yep, they'll be bonding over a couple beers today. Sure.
Unreal.
Did you guys see LSU fan get hit by a home run? Yeah, you can go ahead and rewatch the clip that we put out later today about that one, Dilly Dill, because we talked about it already plenty. And that guy, you know what? That guy deserved to get hit in the head with the ball. I'm just going to say it. He did.
That's
He
crazy.
deserved to get hit in the head. Yeah, he did. I'm just going to say it. I'll put it on record. He deserved to get hit in the head by that ball. If you don't make the play, you should get clunked in the head. That should be the rule. That should be the rule.
It's in the
How
crowd's
else are we
rule
going to get better?
rumors.
How are we going to get better every day? Stop bringing fucking gloves to games, guys. You're not on the team. You're not on the team. You don't need a glove. You are a fan enjoying the show. You don't fucking need to pretend like you're there at the game, on the field. Goodness gracious. All right, Dubs. I wanted to show you guys that crazy video of the Giants potentially murdering their bullpen catcher. Now we can move.
Sure.
All right. Now, I do want to talk about NBA and NHL. We are running out of time. So can we hop over there real quick?
You can do
You
that
mind?
quickly. People are
Sure.
dying for it.
People are dying for it. Something needs to be addressed. There's an elephant in the room, and somebody needs to be called out. Bradley Beal stinks. Bradley Beal is not a winner. Bradley Beal hurts his teams in the win column. Bradley Beal is one heck of a basketball player, regardless of what's going on recently or my chirps. He's very good at the sport, okay? But there's something about him that whenever he's involved, bad things happen, and he doesn't win. He never has. He never will. He's never cared. He's never wanted to win. It's never been about the winning for him. It's only been about Bradley Beal. We got to show the first tweet, Goots, before you show the vid, so they know what the heck you're showing. But yes, this is the Wizards fans right now looking at this tweet. Bradley Beal has a no-trade clause. They're already starting to talk about it. They're already starting to bitch about Bradley Beal when they acted like they got Kevin Durant 2.0 in this trade. I mean, all the Suns fans acted like the heavens were raining down. The championship rings were already on the way. You pair him with Devin Booker. You pair him with Kevin Durant. How can you lose? You even heard it from Devin Booker's mouth himself when he talked about it in that preseason interview. Who's going to cover us, right? Remember that quote? Who's going to be able to cover us? Well, I guess the Timberwolves is the answer because they've had no issues covering the Suns. What a fucking joke they are. What a joke. You know, they somehow found a way to get worse adding a superstar in Bradley Beal. And if that doesn't go to show you everything I've talked about for the last year and a half on this show, I can't help you because you guys probably thought I was just bullshitting, chirping him because he left DC. No, I watched this guy and I rooted for him for 5 or 6 years, 7 years. I wanted him to be the guy. He was supposed to be the guy. He didn't give a flying fuck about the Wizards. He didn't.
Yeah.
He didn't give a shit. And he doesn't care about the Suns. And he doesn't care about winning. Bradley Beal's a loser. He always will be a loser. And to all those out there betting on him or the Suns, stop. Because they are not going to win games when he's out there in that lineup. He stinks. Javon?
Moose player, Moose team.
Moose. I mean, he's getting bodied around by, second, third-year player Anthony Edwards, like a LeBron James block on him. When the lights are brightest, Bradley Beal disappears. Casper the Ghost. Hidden. I mean, look at his stats last night. They sucked.
Yeah, he's Moose.
They sucked.
Moose.
Goots DMs. We might have a little nug from Trent coming in hot. Unbelievable. And yeah, Anthony Edwards is him. I really like watching that kid play. Holy smokes.
TSO. Love
Chad,
that.
stop betting on Bradley Beal. Save your coins. Save them. All right. Saw an analyst say Beal should come off the bench. Yeah, he probably should. Or just be cut off the team, to be honest with you. Baby,
Trent, man.
you barely touched your Panarin.
Trent, bro.
That's what you had to show the people. That's what
Come
you had
on,
to show.
man.
That's it. That's what it was.
Come on.
Also, we're not going to talk about those fucking illegal ass hits from the Rangers last night. Just mucking Oshie. If the Caps did that, they would have been arrested on site. Nobody gives a shit.
There was a lot of bad reffing across the NHL last night on both sides of the Bolts Panthers
There wasn't
game.
even a minor
pretty
call
bad.
for that.
Yeah, it was weird. It was weird.
Gee, they probably could have used Oshie when they were down 1 there at the end, huh?
Yeah.
Oh. Especially with Ovi having 0 SOGs in 2 games. Shit. And they still almost came back and won that game last night because they're the Caps and they're winners, unlike Bradley Beal, the opposites. Guys, we talk about this all the time. The Brewers, winning organization. How are they doing it this year? Their roster's no shit. They're a winning org. There's also shit orgs and shit players who don't win. Bradley Beal is the king, the captain A1, Derek Jeter type with the C on the jersey of the losers. Captain. Captain Loser.
There we go.
That could be his new nickname, Captain Loser. All right. Javon, any hockey plays you want to lock in for today?
Yeah, so you know what happened last game, right? With the Bruins and the Leafs. Crazy game. Series momentum shifting win for the Leafs. They look great, made kind of every adjustment I kind of figured that they're going to make after game 1. Now it seems like they're getting Nylander back potentially in this game. They're headed back home to Toronto. So, I mean, everything's looking their way. Taking the Bruins in that game. This is where everything falls apart for the Leafs when the momentum's the highest, just like it always does. And I think the Bruins make the defensive adjustments necessary. They kind of got shell-shocked. It looked early by what the Leafs showed them offensively, kind of going back to not trying to beat the Bruins at their own game. So they'll be ready for it this time, going on the road. And Swayman's in net, which he's got their fucking number for whatever reason.
Yeah, he's been balling.
Yeah.
Swayman's been balling. Larry Beeman doesn't like the Bradley Beal hate. He says, I'm just saying shit, no substance. How about this for substance? Check his stats. Check the injuries. He doesn't play. When he does, he stinks. The team loses. They get worse when he's out there on the court. That's the substance. His last 8 years, when he's been out there on the court, his teams have won less games. When he was hurt on the Wizards during the COVID seasons, and he would miss almost half the year, the Wizards would have a better record without their superstar Bradley Beal on the court. Look at what the Suns are doing. Super team, big 3. I fucking bet. They stink. He made them worse. He made them worse. The Suns without him would be in a better spot. Look at the Suns last year. They look great. Look at the Suns this year with the addition of Bradley Beal. They are rat shit, just like that take from Larry Beeman. Just like that take. Plenty of substance. Plenty. Check his stats if you want to see some substance. They stink. Check his plus minus. They are atrocious. Check the Suns' record in the playoffs. It's even worse. Grow up. Javon, I want to take the Dallas Stars today. I might lay the juice. What do you think?
Yeah, figured that. I think that team sucks. So, I mean, I'm good laying that, but it does feel like a pretty indicative price. So I'm certainly not taking VGK.
Okay. Good. Edmonton, LA, anything there? Any thoughts?
I don't know. It seems like a pretty popular source for goals because, I mean, the Kings, first of all, dead in the series. They were dead before it started. I thought they would have had a little more of a fighting chance. I thought they would have had a little more of a fighting chance in game 1. Didn't look like it. So I guess the easy answer would be, they're going to be super desperate on the road to try and not go down 2-0. Offensively, super aggressive. I think it's more defensively. They're going to kind of lock in. So like I kind of like the under in that game. Don't know if I'm going to get there, but if I had to play something in the game, it would be that.
Okay. Yeah, I don't like that last game. I'll be honest with you.
Tough
I just want
game.
to see if you have any plays.
Tough
Hey,
game.
Krabs, who ripped off Washington more, Rivera, Beal, or me? I didn't even notice that last part of it with it being Davey Martinez's burner until I read it out loud.
I feel like it's got to be Ron.
It's Ron because of the scam he put up and got away with for 4 years, where he didn't do a single thing and got away with it. Right?
Yeah.
It's got to be him. because like he legitimately was just a whole pile of bullshit. Was what Ron Rivera was. Basketball, real quick, NBA. Let's touch on the other games before we do the squad rides. Miami, we like them. Okay, we already established that, plus 14.5. What about the Pelicans and OKC? I've seen a lot of Pelicans love after the Pelicans hung around in that first game, Javon, and covered and almost won. And I'm seeing a lot of people go back to the Pellies. That spread still respecting OKC some. Do you lean that way with the home team?
Yeah, I do, 100%. I mean, if you watched, or if anybody watched the end of that OKC game, I don't know if fluky is the right word for it necessarily, but it was just the Pels making a run after just there looked like there was no plan for OKC down the stretch. A lot of crazy, really bad turnovers by SGA. Jalen Williams had a few too. So like going down the stretch, I don't think they were prepared for that lineup from the Pelicans in that spot. Because that's what they did a really good job of kind of adjusting personnel-wise, which has been the weird guessing game with the Pelicans all season. So I think down the stretch, they'll be a little more prepared for it. I would say really probably across like any sport, Pels plus the points feels like one of the most comfortable bets on the board. So I will probably be getting involved with the Thunder late night.
Yeah, and I hate it because I like the Pels in this series, and I really wish they stole that first game because we would be in a really good spot. But I just don't see them covering the spreads after they almost won outright. Everybody loves them today. They're very public, trendy. Still at that 7.5 spread. Weird.
Yeah.
Give me OKC, Trent. You're gonna be bricked up tonight, my man. They're gonna get a big time win.
I don't know if it's something they're gonna adjust in one game, but like they ran like a 10, 11, maybe more rotation, which why are we doing that in the playoffs? It's probably got to be shortened tonight, which would be better and maybe lead to a little more execution down the stretch. But yeah, it should work for the Thunder.
Okay. Something else I wanted to throw out there and run by you because you are a Heat fan. I wanted to take Bam out of bio something. I saw his fucking PRA was really high. His rebounds was really high today. His points not that high, so maybe it's just rebounds and assists or something. Is there a way that you looked on the board that you want to back your guy down low in this game?
I would say it's PRA. I think it's everything.
Okay.
I usually don't like to back Bam rebounds, but today I do because Porzingis is going to be seeing.
Look at that rebound square too. Let's pull that up because it's crazy.
Yeah, and it's like that. It's like that for a reason. Which it is kind of a little lower than I guess it's been like in the play-in games or whatever, but did get bumped up from 8.5 to 9 after looking like that. And one of the reasons why is because they're not going to be playing nearly as much zone today. It's like he's going to be matched up, and you would think that means, look, he's going to be out on the perimeter with Porzingis, so it's going to be a little more difficult. But no, and Bam, even when he's out on like shooting bigs, whether it's him, whether it's Horford, whether it's whoever, he rebounds much better out of that. So like I think he's going to grub offensively, so I'm with you there. But the rebounds, that catches my eye for sure.
Good. Same page. Maybe PRA, maybe rebounds. We'll talk through it. We'll let the people know. We're definitely going to get some slips out today. We have plenty of squares.
I don't think there's a wrong answer because they also want to shoot more threes, and those tend to come. It's a little more Duncan Robinson when that happens, but it tends to come off of Bam dishing a little bit.
Okay. All right. So maybe we just stick PRA. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, folks. Javon, any other bets, MLB, you want to let the people know before we hop into the squad rides? Personally, I don't love the slate today. The only game we didn't talk about that I wanted to maybe potentially bring up, that total opening up at 9.5 in Seattle, Texas is hilarious with, how well Miller and Gray have pitched recently. But again, I'm not taking any overs. I'm not falling for that bait. Sixto Sanchez facing Atlanta. He probably gets destroyed today, but since Miami hasn't scored the series, I'm probably going to stay off. But I definitely thought about laying spread with Atlanta in that game. I'm not going to lie to you. That's pretty much it. We already kind of covered everything else. Last night the Pirates were actually a favorite and caught steam early with Fleming on the bump. Woke up this morning, saw that the Brewers are back to minus 125. Kind of conflicted there. Kind of lean the Brewers there more, and I also like the Reds.
Yeah, so I kind of lean with you on the Brewers. Josh Fleming, I would max the Brewers if Josh Fleming wasn't just an opener, but it looks like it's going to be Fleming for an inning or so, and then Goots' guy Quinn Priester, who sucks, and I think the Brewers destroy him. He just popped up in his camera. So yeah, I like that. I like the Reds too. I will say something that I was probably a little surprised to see. I just saw a little bit ago where we were going over the board, Lodolo's fantasy score got bumped down 2. which
Oh,
I don't know. I haven't seen really many like multiple point moves as far as fantasy scores, and that kind of scares me a little bit.
especially with how well he's pitched this season.
Yeah. To be fair though, I guess devil's advocate, like the Reds obviously got some steam, and Turnbull first time around when he faced them looked like Cy Young. He's looked like really good to start the season. So like I think regardless of what happens, the bats kind of show up today for the Reds. But Lodolo, I mean, he's been lights out first 2 starts, and we're getting bumped down 2 points.
Don't love that. Don't love that at all.
That worries me a little bit. Not gonna lie.
All right, so that worries me a ton as well. Philly's sneaky good against lefties. Yeah, they do grind. Okay. Chad, it's about that time. Goots, I want to see that train. Run that shit. All right, Javon, let's lock the fuck in here. We're running into Surge stream time, but that's okay. Mikey Overs graciously hosting today. All right, chat. So stick around. He did a great job yesterday. All right, that was a geek. W Surge yesterday. So he's running it back today. I'll take back over for the last 2 days of the week. All right. We're not taking any days off. All right, guys. The Surge goes on. Stick around. Pitch Mikey Overs a play. We will drop the link here soon in a minute if you want to give him a winner for today. All right, guys. Don't be shy. Squad ride. What are we putting in here? What do we love? We have plenty of plays today. Right off the rip, I would love to put in that White Sox Minnesota under. Really like that play.
Sure, I'm in. In on that.
Let's
I
see
really
what
like
it's at.
seeing 6.5s.
Yeah. What about you? What plays are you in love with today? Well, I look up the odds for this over.
Love Toronto. Going back to the 6, even though it's not in the 6. I feel like I've been sneakily dialed with the Jays in these like weird short favorite games or short dog games. So going back to them again. It's probably my favorite play. I like the Orioles, but that's kind of early. 2 hours. Usually when we go early, it's cake.
It is always cake. It's always early.
Keep it out of the squad ride, surely.
Okay. What about the Nats?
You just got to put meat down for the Nats. I like the Nats.
Well, I would have put meat down until you showed me that Jake Irvin walk square. So if you can convince me that square doesn't matter that much, which I don't think you can.
Probably does.
Probably does matter a fuck ton. That's why I'm so confused and worried. Yeah.
I still like
That's why I'm very concerned.
Do you have the stomach for the Rays?
Yeah, I do have their stomach for the Rays. Let's put them in here.
And on that.
I'm down for that. Avoid the sweep. Tampa ML. What about the Miami Heat?
I'm down.
Bolster Masterclass. Good.
Bolster Masterclass tonight.
One more play here, Chad. I wish we could just fade Bradley Beal, but they don't play tonight. It's not that simple today, unfortunately. We got to wait.
Bradley Beal under points. Squad ride tomorrow.
I might have to be, folks. Bruins. I wouldn't mind.
Chad wants Bruins. I'm in.
I wouldn't mind the Bruins. And I really don't feel like laying minus 165 juice. Let's go with the Bruins, a team that this year I feel like has been not talked about too much and has looked pretty solid so far, at least from what I've been watching them in the playoffs. I'm in. Let's do it. I feel like, just like the Capitals almost, like the less talked about the team is, the better they might end up doing. Nobody talked about Boston, I feel like, this year. Maybe they're just tired of them being really good every season, but
I mean, this is like
going into the year.
This is like probably the most underappreciated Bruins team in a couple years, just because they don't have many names. They're not deep, but yeah, tonight they are literally going to Toronto, who has all of the pressure in the world. After it looks like they're finally alive in that series, and now they're in Toronto. Have at it.
Sure, sign me up. Chat, 5 plays, 5 winners. Yeah, Mush, I'm watching the pup right now at home in Maryland. So not in the, crab lab as usual, but we're holding it down. All right, Mush, hope you're doing well, brother. Good to see you. Chat, 5 plays, 5 winners. Lock the fuck in. We're already way over BTL time today. It was always the Gunner Nuke squad ride. People forget you did say that.
He did say that in YouTube chat yesterday. Shout out, Jack.
Unbelievable, Jack. Great call, dude. Holy smokes. Nothing in the cards game. All right, chat, 5 plays, 5 winners. We got the White Sox Twins under 6.5, Toronto ML, Tampa Bay ML, Miami plus 14.5, and the Bruins on the money line. 5 plays, 5 winners. Hurry up. Go, 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 go. Lock in your favorite play for today. Let's run back the squad ride from yesterday, and let's meet at the cash counter tonight. Why not us? All right?
Let's do it. I would love to go to the 6, and I ain't talking the Leafs.
And I ain't talking the rat shit Leafs.
I ain't talking the Leafs. Love that, though.
Jack,
So
get those votes in. Let me hear you scream. YouTube viewers, get your ass over to the Twitch. You know what to do. You know the drill. Get over there, get your vote in, and then migrate back over to the YouTube lands. Okay? You don't have to stay, but you got to get your vote in. You got to participate. All right? Show some effort. Show some heart today. All right? I don't need to give a Mikey Overs inspiration speech. He already does those well enough himself. But get the fuck up and get going today. Lock in your squad ride vote. Don't sit back on the sidelines. All right? Get involved. Get active. All right, guys? Let me buy votes. Yeah, we got to figure that out. We got to talk about that internally if we want to actually do that or not, chat.
Yeah, we're probably going to have to do that.
Blue Jays, go, 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 go.
Yeah, might be losing it. But whoever's in the business of tracking the least voted squad ride option, take a trip over to Tampa tonight.
Sure. It looks like we're going to the Bruins tonight. Chat wants another play on the ice. And you know what? I don't blame them. All right? I got no qualms back in the Bruins and fading the Leafs because, Javon, as it's always been and always will be, it's always fuck the Leafs. Okay?
It is.
Boston ML. Squad ride, chat, lock it in on the ML responsibly for a unit, and we'll meet you at the cash counter. All right, guys? W Zoom in, W Kitchen. All right? W Mikey Overs holding it down once again on the third stream. We appreciate you, Mike. You killed it yesterday. Bring that same energy today, my man. Bring that same energy today, and we'll catch you guys tomorrow. Same time, same place. We'll be soon. Peace, boys.
Somebody grab me our broom ski, please. Because the boys might have just clean swept the board, and by we did.
Krabs, how much you think your pool bobblehead is worth? I said this when I got it. Just an AI, bobblehead, just like a stock bobble, is probably worth more. They couldn't give away all those bottles. What a joke.
We need under 5.1. There he goes. Holy shit, this is fucking huge. He ain't getting it. Motherfucker, man. What are we doing, bro? This guy is fucking massive.
Oh, fuck. How many fingers? What? You're holding up fingers?
Definitely the meal of a man who just doesn't know what seasoning is. I'm not gonna lie.
We need to be able to close out games and keep leads. Don't take your foot off the gas pedal, all right?
It might be brighter now, you fucking bozo.
You're damn right I'm back. You're damn right I'm back. We got another surgical stream today that I will be hosting. I apologize. Listen, yesterday we had some problems, I'll be honest. The lay missed by one goddamn leg. And Riley, I'm looking at you. Because if you just said it was blowing hard, then all of this would have been fixed. Can I use that laptop to be able to look at the chat? I'm going to grab the laptop. Hold on, everyone stay right there. Don't fucking move. All right, Nick's going to log in first. Yeah, let's do a quick recap yesterday. I want to shout out Ahan and Mush. Way to do your fucking jobs, guys. Way to do your jobs. Jaden McDaniels, that was about as free as air. Luka Doncic, first quarter points. I don't even think I broke a sweat. That's how you get one, Musherini and Ahan. Shake hands in the chat. Let's fucking go. Karl Anthony Towns. Karl Anthony Towns, I'd like to see in my office because what you did yesterday should be illegal in terms of getting in foul trouble. I don't blame our pitcher for that one, okay? That one's on the player. You can't get 3 fouls in the first quarter. That's just not how you get one. Okay, Carl? Okay, Carl? Okay, Carl? Juan Soto did his job. You know who did it? Mookie Betts. Shout out Beetle for Anthony Edwards' dunk. I don't even think he sniffed the goddamn rim. I don't even think he sniffed the rim. But guess what? We got a whole new slate ahead of us. We got NBA playoffs. We got NHL playoffs. We have an MLB board that people dream about. And I need you guys riled and dialed. Because guess what? We're doing what I said we're going to do yesterday. We're doing a 2-team parlay. Okay? We got the hood pulled over our eyes and took a 4-teamer. And guess what? We got the shit beat out of us. Because 3 out of 4 legs does not bring the units home. It does not bring the units home. And it has never brought the units home. Okay? But we had a green post from the Surgical Stream Bets account, which is all we wanted, which was that 2-piece. Let's get to today's picks. Let's get to today's pitches. Also, I got DM'd yesterday that the first 6 of 7 pitches yesterday turned green. So congratulations, everyone that turned green. I don't know how to work the goddamn spreadsheet. I don't know how to work the goddamn leaderboard. So you guys figure that out on your own time. Okay? Rav, you better be in chat figuring that out. Okay, buddy? Better be figuring that out in chat. Because I got news for you. I'm not opening the leaderboard, and I'm not opening the spreadsheet. So figure it out, Rav. I'm looking at you. Figure it out. All right, let's get to today's picks. We got some green gobs on the board that I know are going to turn green from our pitchers. Right now, we're going to drop the link in the chat. Make sure you guys are filling the queue. Let's go have one. Who's bringing me up today?
I got you.
All right, Nick's behind the wheel, by the way, guys. Josh is in Vegas. Trent's got his feet up in Turks and Caicos with Drake. I heard they're going to hit the jet skis later on today. Shelly's over in Toronto. Lauren's holding down the crib over in Dallas. Let's figure one out today, Nick. Bring someone up for me. And
we're going Brock first.
Let's go, Brock.
What's up, Mikey? How you doing?
I'm good, Brock. How are you, brother?
Doing good. Juan Soto was free as air yesterday.
Free as air, Brock. If you hit your bet yesterday, guys, even if it didn't get included in the parlay or the 2 pieces, why don't you come up and give yourself a round of applause, Brock? Let's go. Way to get one.
Appreciate it. So I'm gonna go Kyle Tucker over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. I think it's pretty indicative that there's 6 Astros up there for hits, runs, and RBIs today. Everybody knows they've been struggling really bad, and I think it's a Kyle Tucker massive day. He's got good numbers against Tyon. It's his second start. He had a pretty average first start. I think we see maybe a nuke today, but I think he's green by the first or by the second. I bet I should say.
A possible nuke?
Possible nuke.
I'll tell you what. Brock could sell me a ketchup lollipop if I was wearing a nun uniform. That's all white.
Maybe.
For those that may not get the reference. But let's go, Brock. I love it. All right, Kyle Tucker, hits, run, RBIs. Let's go. Give it up for Brock.
Appreciate it. Thanks, guys.
Let's go. We move. Nick, get someone else up here that's got a green gob to
Bear bets
pair
it is.
that with. Bear in the goddamn surgical sweatshirt. Let's fucking go. That's how you get one the hard way. What do we got today, buddy?
Yes, sir. I got to go to class in a second. But yesterday, Max Fried was free, pitched the entire game. Today, I got Sean Manaea over 5 strikeouts, pitching against the Giants. Giants strike out a ton. Severino hit last night against them. I think he's getting 5 at least for the push.
That's how you get one the easy way.
That's right.
Let's go, Bear. Let's go.
All right.
Let's go.
We'll be seeing.
And guys, listen, here's the thing. I don't want anyone to take offense if I didn't include your gobbies in yesterday's plays. Sometimes I botch surgery. But you know what? If you come up and you hit your square yesterday, don't be afraid to give yourself a little bit of applause there. You know, Fried K's yesterday was free as air. Should I put in an entry? Obviously. Did I? No. I got rocks or brains. So let's move. Nick, bring someone else up.
Vito.
What's up, Mikey? How you been?
How we doing, Vito? How we doing?
Good. You want an MLB or NBA?
You just give me what's going to turn green, Vito. Bring me into the dojo.
Tyler here, more than 9 3-point attempts.
Wow.
If the Heat are going to come close in this game, Hero's going to need to shoot the ball.
Wow. And that's attempts, not made, right?
Yes, attempts.
Okay, 9. Okay, let's go. I love it.
And I want to say thank you for all the inspiration you do in the morning. It keeps me up and moving.
Let's fucking go, Vito. Let's go. One step forward today. Quick question before we let you go. Do you think the Heat have it in them tonight?
I like the plus 14.5. I'm not going to take the money line, though.
Let's go. I'm not going to force you. Not going to force a play. Not going to force a play, but just wanted to hear. I love it. Let's go, Vito. Let's fucking go, Vito. One step forward. Let's fucking go. I love Vito. Let's go. All right, here we go. Rito, I don't even know what you fed me yesterday.
It was cookie bets.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Cookie bets. Let's go. What do we got today? Bounce back.
All right. Just give me Joe Ryan fantasy score. I mean, it's about as square as you get. Crabs on it, but they're playing the White Sox. So over 37.5 fantasy.
And you know what we say about the White Sox in this household?
What?
They're moose shit.
Yep. That's about right.
Let's go, Rito.
All right. What are we seeing, Mikey?
Let's go. Also, quick shout out in chat. I see Ron Mux. I was going to wait till he came up, but the Bozo Pack hit. When are we just going to start tailing the Bozo Pack, man? When am I just going to start putting my balls on the tape and tailing the goddamn Bozo Pack?
Go PP Guru.
Hey, let's go, PP. Yeah, give me PP Guru. What's going on, PP Guru? How we doing?
What's up, dude? I'm doing well, man. How are you?
I'm good, man. I'm good.
Good. I'm going with my Giants, Jorge Soler, over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs, hitting in the cleanup spot today. Facing Sean Manaea when it's Sean Manea's first return back to Oracle Park since he left. Last 7 days, Jorge Soler is 7 for 24 with a nuke, and I think he's going to hit another nuke today.
And we had a conversation about Jorge Soler yesterday. The only Giant with aura.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Well, him and Jung Hoo Lee too, but that's a whole different type of aura.
Let's go. I love it. Let's go. I like that one too. Let's go. Here we go.
All right, guys. Stay blessed.
Here we go. Let's go, PP Guru.
Later.
Listen, there's two teams that I enjoy fading. Nick, cover your ears. It's the Cardinals.
They're losing.
And the Moose Shit Mets. Because I grew up a Mets fan, and they're Moose Shit. Let's move.
Brutal.
What do we got?
Ron
mucked a Bozo Pack last night.
Yes, sir, Mikey. How we doing today? Good to see you.
I'm good, Ron. I'm good. Wish I tailed the Bozo. I heard it. I looked at it. I wrote it down on the sheet, and I didn't click the buttons because I got too flustered. But goddamn, that was free.
Yeah, you said you loved it, so.
God, I know.
All good. I'm going to give you another Bozo Pack today. I'm going to give you the Stars money line. I'm going to pair that with the Oilers plus 1.5 today. Wow. So the Stars, they just. Yeah, Stars. So Ottinger looked terrible last game. I'm not going to lie. I expect him to have a better outing for them today. In 10 of his last 11 before that game, he gave up 2 goals or less. And the Stars went down 1-0 in the playoffs last year to Minnesota and the Kraken, so they're used to being in this spot. I think at home, I think they're going to have a good chance to win today. And we're going to take the Oilers plus 1.5 because they dominated the Kings. I think if it's a close game, we'll take the plus 1.5 to be safe.
That literally just turns green. Like, you know what I mean? That's just one you check the book later. You're like, oh, the Bozo Pack smacked in the jaw. I love it, Ron. Let's go.
Yes, sir, man. Let's muck today. All the best. Great job hosting stream, bro.
Let's muck. People are debating whether or not, while sweating the Bozo Pack, if Ron keeps his shorts on because he's mucking.
Don't know.
Elliot I'm looking at Lauren in the chat. The Stars aren't winning tonight. No, I'm just kidding. All right, let's move.
Elliot in the chilly cold or the warm?
Elliot, are you in the chilly? You look like you're in the tropics.
We got no mic.
We got no mics.
No mic.
The goats might be muted. The audio might be chalked. Still nothing.
Nah,
Still
we'll
nothing.
Come back.
Put him in queue. We'll come back. Yeti, what's going on in the bed? I love it.
That's right. Somebody get me my broomski, please. Because your boy Yeti might have swept the NBA board last night.
Swept the NBA board. Yeti, I'm not even kidding you. I sat here, and you literally said that every away team was winning, other than your Minnesota Timberwolves. And I was like, Yeti, I don't know if I like that. And you fucking swept the board. So get his broomski.
Fernando Tatis Jr. over 9.5 fantasy score against the lefty in Coors Field.
Wow.
Boom.
Wow. Just like that. In and out.
In and out. That's quick.
That's a one-night stand.
Good tempo.
Yeti move right there.
Good tempo. Back to Elliot. Maybe. Elliot. No audio.
No audio.
Still.
God, I was
no
excited for
audio.
Elliot too because he looks like he's in the tropics.
Are you
Am I,
there?
am I good? Are we good?
You're there. Your camera's not on, but
Book
you're
of
there.
Chip. I can't see a Book of Chip.
Oh, you can't see me?
No.
It's like the voice of God.
Voice of God.
You want to come back to me?
We'll come back.
if you want. Yeah, if you want to turn that camera on. We're in shambles today, guys. Can we figure it out?
Those cameras on. We
Horrible
got Turner Mac.
vibes.
Turner
These are
Mac,
horrible
you're up.
vibes. All right, Turner Mac. What do we got today? Please, just give me something good.
Hey, what's going on, Mikey? Brief recap. Severino yesterday. That's smacked. Wasn't air, but we got it done.
Amen.
I'm going to go back to a pitcher today in the MLB. It's already been pitched, but I like it a lot, and it's Joe Ryan over fantasy score. Just a little bit about it. I saw a lot of people on Twitter on his Ks. I like the Ks, but they're 7 on PP, so I think it could push at that number. But they're going against the White Sox. White Sox are rat shit, so he should be able to get a win, quality start. You know, that's good for the fantasy score. And we have a little bit cushion if he gives up a couple runs, but still pitches well. So that's what I'm on today.
I mean, I love it. Like we said, what do we say about the White Sox in this household? They're moo shit.
Exactly.
Moo shit. Let's go, Turner. I love it. That's 2 Joe Ryan pitches today, guys. Is he going in the entry? He might. He just might. Move me. What's Prendy doing down there?
Prendy?
Let's get Prendy up here.
What's up?
Prendy, what are you doing down there?
Dude, what's up? Happy Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday, brother. What are we doing?
I got the most disgusting play on the board for you in NBA. Going to the Celtics in the Miami game. Give me Peyton Pritchard over 10.5 points and assists.
Wow.
Little bit of background on this. I'll keep it tempo and pace. The dude is honestly the most interesting guard I've ever seen off the bench in the East. The dude he's on fire when he's out there. He's good at dishing the ball out. He's good at shooting threes. Miami post All-Star break, they're allowing the 7th best field goal percentage on pull-up shots. 7th worst for them, 7th best for their opponents. Also, over the season, they're allowing the 6th most field goal attempts on catch and shoots. This makes up 75% of his shot chart over the season. I like him to get 10.5 points and assists today. He's going to play at least 25 minutes, and the Celtics are going to roll.
Wow. That's a panty-dropping pitch.
That's it. That's all we
got.
got.
Panty-dropping pitch from Prendy there. Let's go. I love it. We got Peyton Pritchard. Points and assists, more than. Really quickly, guys. What a setup that was. The signed basketball outside with the desk with the bricks.
Nice little.
That's how you get one.
Hey, weather's good today.
Way.
Weather's
The
good
weather
today.
is good today, which means the bets might just have a chance of hitting.
Parker's piss.
Parker's picks. Are you ready?
Are you there?
Not ready.
Not ready.
Elliot, let's try you one more time.
I hear something. We'll be seeing.
Damn it, Elliot. I just want to talk to you about what you're doing out there.
Are we good?
No
You can see
cam
me.
still, but give
No
the
Cam
give
Chew.
the
Give me
play.
the voice of God.
All right. Well, I just wanted to say real quick before I give my play, a couple things. T-Wolves 3.5. I mean, second half, it was just air. And I just wanted to say, I want to give you a little glaze real quick. Mikey, LC, you two are the most flyest motherfuckers out of everybody at Bookit. I just want to say that.
Wow. That's, I'll take that any day of the week.
So
I'll literally take that every day of the week.
Beauty.
So I want a favor. I want you and the sexy blonde LC in chat to ride this with me.
Okay.
Pelicans, not the spread. Pelicans money line.
Wow. Cheward, why the ML?
So I got a little novel real quick. I'm gonna try my best Noble impression real quick. So the Pelicans, they honestly could have won game one, but they did not come through in late moments due to turnovers and choking in crunch time. Valanciunas dominated the boards in game one and had 20 rebounds in 29 minutes. The Pelicans, they need to do a better job of making decisions around the rim and just not turn the ball over. Just play calmly and smoothly. The Thunder won game one due to being efficient in the mid-range, and they shot 56% from mid-range during that game. If the Thunder can rebound and shoot better, then yeah, shout out Trent. Maybe they go 2-0. But I see the Pelicans improving on their weaknesses that I mentioned up above in game one. And you know what they say, underdogs who cover tend to win at a high rate in the playoffs. So to conclude my pick on the Pelicans, don't panic, convert in crunch time, and just perform at your best ability in the fourth quarter when the take me home time comes around. Be seeing.
Yeah, let's get you in the locker room. Let's go ahead. Hold on. Let's go ahead. Get the Pelicans on the horn. Let's go ahead. Let's get you in the locker room.
Chewy pregame speech.
Let's get fucking Chew in the Pels locker room. That was He said I'm gonna hop my Noble bag, and I'll tell you what. Let's get that guy in the locker room. Just play smooth, easy basketball. I think that's what he said. I'm gonna be honest with you. That was a lot, but I liked it. I wrote it down. Chew, you're gonna have to get Lawrence stamp of approval on the money line for me to tail that shit. Okay, Elliot, let's try it one more time. Let's give him a little time.
Are we good?
Bang! Let's
Alrighty,
fucking go,
bang.
Elliot.
All right, the Avs did their job yesterday. Arturi Lincoln in 2 more points. Going back to the points category on the ice tonight with Jonathan Marchmelot, however you say it. He has
Wasn't like
22
that.
points in his last 14 playoff games, 6 points in his last 5 playoff games against the Stars, and he has a point in his last 11 playoff games in a row. So I'm taking that. I don't think the Stars are. Maybe they win this game, but I don't see them winning the series. And I think Vegas is going to at least score 3 goals, and he'll be involved.
I think we take March a lot to the crib.
Yeah, March a lot, right? Something like that.
Let's fucking do it, Elliot. I love it. Let's go.
A
lot.
I hit that 4-teamer yesterday. I took out the over, and I substituted it for Dodgers -1.5. Didn't trust the Nats to score 10, so appreciate that. And I hit 2 4-leggers on Prize Picks. Shout out to Surgeons, Brock D, Noble. Some of the GOATs. Boys went 10 and 5 yesterday, so I'm feeling like Bezos ready to deploy some units today.
That's huge.
Huge.
Let's go.
Be soon.
Let's go, Elliot. Riley, I'm going to need you to show your face. I'm going to need you to show your face because I'm convinced I'm not putting the over on you that it didn't hit. I'm not putting it on you, putting it on me. I will take the loss of every bet we took. I never put it on you guys. But I'm convinced if you just sat there when I said, is the wind blowing hard? And if you just said it was blowing hard, I think we get that over. I need you to show face, Riley. So I'm going to get the back odds, Riley. Parker's picks. Are we ready? Let's get one the hard way. What do we got?
Today we got Oilers and Reg.
Wow.
-115. Yeah, so they're playing the Kings after they scored 7 goals the first game. I don't think it's going to be much different this game. They won 3 out of the 4 games this season and 8 out of the last 10 dating back to last season in the playoffs. Just feel like they own this team. Cam Talbot's not a very good goalie, especially in the playoffs against this high-powered Oilers team. I think they're going to kill him tonight.
I mean, I agree. I bet the Kings +1.5 last game and lost both my ass cheeks. So let's get it back.
Tough.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Let's go, Parker.
Thanks, Mike.
I'm gonna be honest. Sometimes I say some off the wall shit. I don't think you guys are ready for that, and I'm gonna tone it down. Maybe both the ass cheeks was a bit much.
You do say off the wall shit.
Maybe both, but maybe I could have just kept it to one cheek. Maybe throwing both at Parker. Pause was not the move right there. I'll be honest. Hand up. Watch the tape. All right, give me. Oh damn! It's Austin. Holy
up,
shit!
Mike?
It's Austin. What's up, Austin? What do we got today?
We're doing good. We got the push from Kyrie yesterday. Unfortunately, I got it on the book at 8.5, so that counted. But it is what it is. Today, what I got for you is Peyton Pritchard. I don't know if anyone already pitched him or not, but I like.
We got one for points and assists. What do you got for him?
That's what I like too. Is points and assists. So I'm on that as well too. He's done it in 8 out of the last 10 games. He just had 13 in this matchup. His minutes have increased this last month and a half to playing around the low 20 minutes right now. And if Miami comes out playing like they did in the first game, his minutes should be at least in the mid 20s again. And I think that should be pretty easy for him to get to there. But yeah, that's pretty much all I got.
That's huge. I love it. Let's go. That's you. Pace and tempo right there, guys.
All right, man. You have a good one.
P&T. You too, brother. You too, brother. P's and T's. Was that Austin?
Oh, damn.
Dude, I think that was. Hold on. I think that was fucking Austin. Oh, damn. It's Austin. I love that name. Get me Ahan up here. I want to give him his flowers really quick. Ahan, before you go, I just want to say really quickly, first of all, I want to give credit to Josh. He was like, fuck, we let Ahan get swept, so we made an emergency 2-piece. I just want to say, Jaden McDaniels, wow, you were in your bag.
W, Josh. L me for not sprinkling on top scorer, right? 100-1.
Yeah, that was, I mean, who would have thought? Ahan.
Not me. Today, you already know where I'm going with this. I like going with role player overs in the playoffs, but definitely even love more trying to pick the right Heat role players in the playoffs. It's been successful for me. So I'm going to Caleb Martin over 7.5 points. The line was 9.5 in game 1. Then he scored 4, and now it's down 2 points. It's a complete overreaction. Even in the super blowout, Martin played 29 minutes. So even if we see another super blowout, he's probably going to see around 30 minutes. He went 0 for 4 from 3, and all 4 attempts by NBA stats were listed as wide open. So Boston, they've sent the message. We're not going to let Tyler Hero beat us. We're going to pack the paint against Bam and let Caleb Martin beat us, leave him wide open. They're going to do that again today. He averages 6.9 points per 30 minutes. Nice. When Hero and Bam are starting and Jimmy and Rozier are not playing and Caleb is a starter. So projecting around 10 points here. The line of 7.5 is kind of ridiculous.
And Han, I'm not gonna lie. Before this, I saw your tweet on my feed. Moved a certain noodle. Is this the green light for Caleb?
Move the noodle is fucking crazy.
Move the noodle.
Move a noodle with these tweets, Han. Is it
You
the
have
green
my
light?
green light. You have my green light.
Let's fucking go. I love it. Let's go, Han.
Let's do it, brother.
You get one. He hit yesterday, and guess what,
research.
Han? I got news for you. You're going in one of the entries. Let's go.
Research.
Let's do it, brother.
Can't let Han get swept. Because you know what? I don't know what it is. But every time that we do this, or I step up here, and I let a Han get swept, it's like the easiest square of all time. So we're not going to leave him out today. Again, Caleb Martin, I saw the tweet. I already made an entry with him. I saw that Han was like, weird player to use for the graphic, and I already made a fucking entry with Caleb Martin. So if that wasn't his play, I was going to be in moose shit.
Moose shit.
If Noble Livin is not ready, it looks like he's not. Unless he is, let's give him a second.
Whoop.
Oh.
Bob was
dipped.
Ready. Bob was ready.
Bob dipped. Noble, something's going on with that webcam, Noble. You got to figure it out over there. Man. I got another for you. Listen, we got an empty queue, guys. Let's drop the link in there again. Listen, I get it. Sometimes it's a little nerve-wracking to come up here in front of all the people, give a play, talk in front of everybody. Try one out. Just give me one for the first time, all right? Doesn't have to go in the spreadsheet if it's your first time on. You want to just try talking in front of people. It's not that deep, okay? I'll handle the chat if they're being bots. Take a risk. Take a chance. Put your balls on the line and get up here and let's meet each other and let's talk about some goddamn sports bets. Bob, get him up here. He's back.
He's back.
He's back. He's back. Bob, what do we got? That's a fire hoodie.
I'm back. I appreciate it. Fucking, this is going to be a quick one for you if I can get it. All right, I'm just going to hold it.
Yeah, just hold it. That's what she said.
I can't be the only one who's just going to keep clicking it until it hits. Like, they got Spencer Arrighetti on the mound, 11 ERA, fucking, I bet. And Jameson Tyone on the bump for the fucking Cubs, Turk Tosser. I'm clicking the Astros until it goes green.
Wow.
Just clicking it until it goes green. That's not a sharp play. Obviously, you guys can tell I'm nervous, but that's a quick one. You got it.
Dude, you're good. You're killing it. I just wanted to say, I feel like you made a great point. I feel like we forget, as bettors sometimes, all we're doing is clicking fucking buttons. Okay? We like to talk about the lab. We like to talk about that we're cooking. At the end of the day, we're clicking fucking buttons. So if we're clicking the Astros button, I'm with you today. Thanks for coming up. Let's fucking go.
Clicking. Keep clicking. Thank you.
Let's go. I know it's nerve-wracking, guys. I get it. You know, it's like talking in front of class. You got all the bots in chat. You got to open it and see them shitting on you because that's what they do. They're built to do that. They're bred to do that. But I'll tell you what. At the end of the day, we're just clicking fucking buttons.
Clicking buttons.
To click the right button today, take the Astros with Bob. I'm going to do it with him. He said he was a little nervous, so I'm going to ride with him today for coming up. Thanks for taking the leap. Easy Jari. What do we got?
The other team in Texas, give me the Rangers at home.
Wow.
Nice.
They're like a half game back against Seattle in the division, and they're favored at home, so I like them to take the lead in the division today.
That was a cliffhanger, I'm not going to lie. The other team in Texas. We got the Stars, you got the Rangers, and you went with the Rangers. I fucking love it. Let's go, Easy Jari. That's how you get one.
Yup.
No, listen, guys. I just want to say it really quick. Noble's in queue. Okay,
There.
we're going to try to get him up here. The cam's been going crazy. I'm sure he's got a job, and I'm sure that's what's taking up the time right now. But we are going to get Noble up. Oh,
maybe.
Nope.
Maybe. Nope.
We're going to get him up. I'm sure he's going to let us know when he's ready. I'm sure he's got other things going on right now. But we have, once again, an empty queue. There are two people I need to see up here. Okay? First of all, Bookit with Primer. Where the fuck you at? Okay? Now or never. I need to say that to you, and I need to go hype with you for like 2 seconds. Second, Riley. I need to show face. Show face, goddammit. All right, let's get Pax picks up here. Here we go.
What's up, brother?
What's up? How we doing?
Pretty good. Gave out the first 5 over for the Rangers Mariners. Had bases loaded in the top of the 5th. No outs. Could not get that last run across, but it's okay. We move.
Damn it.
Yeah, it was tough. That was a heartbreaker. But okay, so real quick, because I got to go. We're going to the Rays money line. They're not getting swept. by the Tigers. I actually really like this. I think that they're going to touch up Jack Flaherty a bit today. I like that his prize picks strikeouts is lower than it was. He's only it's at 6 now, and he's been averaging like I don't know, close to 8 over his last like 5 starts or so. I think that they show out against him. I think Armstrong pitches pretty well because we're seeing this total at 8, juice to the under right now, and they ain't getting swept. I think Randy Rosanena probably does a good one today, and the Rays get it done.
I love it. Let's go, Pax. That's
Yes,
how you
sir.
get one the hard way. I'll tell you what.
Gotta go. Let's have a good one, bro.
Let's go. Nick, I need you to immediately move me to Guru Griff.
You didn't want it.
Guru Griff was in queue.
He was
with
ready
what some
to
people
go.
are saying a Hall of Fame level hat on.
Yeah, he's got the best hats.
A Hall of Fame level hat on. Take the Rangers on the money line, the Stars on the money line, and then make sure to leave that open spot parlay for Mavs money line on Friday. That might smack in the jaw for Primer. In turn, Rav.
Go ahead.
What do we got today, Ravi?
Well, we had Mavs yesterday. That was
Green as
incredible.
fuck.
I'm gonna go with the Yankees minus 1.5 today.
God, he's good.
They've got the A's at home. The A's are rolling out Joey Boyle, who's been like super up and down. He either gets a quality start or he just like gets blown out of the water. He's got a 7.23 ERA in 20 innings. The Yankees haven't covered 1.5 at all in their first 2 games against the A's this series.
Oh, they didn't cover yesterday when I took him?
Unfortunately.
On Marcus Stroman Day?
But that just means it's due today.
I agree.
And
I love it. I circled it. You're circled on the sheet, Rav.
You circled on the sheet? Okay, good.
You're circled.
Let's fucking go, dude.
Let's fucking go, Rav. I fucking love it. Also, by the way, for everyone in chat, make sure you're following Rav on Twitter. Every time I see him drop a 5U bomb on a play, it hits. I try to show love every time I see the post, but he's a resident sharp, I'm starting to believe.
Thanks,
You know what I'm
Mike.
saying? I look at Rav's
I've been a
plays
little
before I make the platter. I'll be honest.
I've been on a little hot streak. It's been good. It's been good.
Let's go. I fucking love it. Let's go, Rav. Way to come up and get one.
What are we seeing?
People also sleep that Rav unbelievable hat game. I've never seen the kid come on with a bad hat. Speaking of hats, bring me to Guru Griff with a Hall of Fame hat. Guru, what's going on?
What's up, Mikey? Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Yeah, people call me the Tombstone King. People call me the Undertaker King. People say that I'm Amish. Just respect the hat at the end of the day. You just got to respect the hat.
Hey, man, I'm respecting
You know
that.
what I mean? No, mostly chat. But the Bucks, I mean, get yourself a fucking Chuck E. Cheese application. Just quit on Milwaukee yesterday. Just absolutely quit on Milwaukee. Today I'm going with another Bozo pack. We're going with Vegas to score over 1.5 goals, and we have Edmonton to score over 2.5 goals. You put that together, it's minus 125. Get in, get out with the goals. Because the playoffs, I mean, they show up. They show up. I mean, my fucking goodness, the Bucks. It was disgusting yesterday.
No, the Bucks should be in jail. Every single one of them.
Yes,
should be in
send
jail.
those boys to Azkaban prison on the first flight out.
Including Barstool podcast host Pat Bev, who can't make a fucking floater to save his life. So maybe we get him in jail too.
Shout out Bev.
Let's go, Guru. So we got the VGK team total over 1.5 and Edmonton over 2.5.
Yes, sir.
Parlay
Bozo
minus
pack for you.
125.
Yep.
Bang. Let's go, Guru. That's how you get one the hard way. Also, I would like to see Bamiel. I'd like to have a moment with the chopped out Bamiel. Because I was on the Bucks with him. And in quotes, I had it written on the sheet. Dame takes over. You know what didn't happen? Dame didn't fucking take over, and I'm in moose shit. So somebody get the back out the goddamn Bamiel chopped out. All right, let's get Yarb up here. What do we got today, Yarb?
How's it going? First
good.
pitch ever on here. Mariners fan, as you can see.
Let's go. Logan Gilbert day yesterday and forever.
And today it's going to be Bryce Miller's day. Give me over 4.5 Ks. I don't have prize picks, but it's on my book, so at 4.5. So give me that.
I fucking love it.
Yep, that's it.
Fucking love it. Let's go, Mariners. Logan Gilbert day.
Rams.
Now Bryce Miller day.
Yes, sir.
Let's go, Yarb. Thanks for coming on first time.
Thank
Let's
you.
go.
W new face.
Let's go. Hey, guys, we got new faces coming up all over the place. Yarb is now in the Hall of Fame of new faces. Came up new as Logan Gilbert Day in the Mariners hat. Now Bryce Miller Day. And Lauren, I got news for you. He's striking out the whole side. He might have 9 Ks when we're all said and done.
She needs that one, so.
Hey, Lauren, maybe tap in with Yarb, man. Hey, Lauren. Maybe tap in with maybe tap in with Yarb. Or maybe, Lauren, you come up here and you give me a goddamn MLB Live square that's going to feed my family. Because I've been eating at goddamn McDonald's. For weeks.
You were at Nobu for a while there.
For weeks. Yeah, it was Nobu.
You went to a couple of nice restaurants.
Said Nobu for a minute.
Carbone.
Yeah, and then they kicked me out.
Tough.
They're like, sir, you can't pay with a Blockbuster rewards card. This is Carbone. I was like,
R.I.P. Blockbuster.
It is Seeger Day. Lauren did say alarms are out for Seeger Day. All right, we got an empty queue. We're going to drop the link a couple more times. If we don't get anyone in here, I need to back call out to Krabs. I think Krabs might be caked. I need to back call out to Javon. I also need to back call out to Cheliard if he wants to come on and give his Mega Max. I'm assuming he has one today. If Lauren wants to come on as well. Pitch Seeger Day or not. Either one. Doesn't matter to me. We will begin cooking in about 5 minutes if we can't fill up the queue.
Could take Cardinals live.
Nick,
down
you're fired.
1-0. Down 1-0.
Nick, you're fired. Nick, you're fired. Here's what we're going to do really quickly. Actually, just want to give a quick speech out to Surgical Scream. Just want to say, we're doing this for 2 years, right? Trent's been doing it for 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
What a community we got, guys. What a community. The chat is full every day. People are coming up. We got new faces today in Yarb. That was electric. Don't be shy to come up and pitch it. I know it's scary. I know it can be nerve-wracking. I know public speaking sucks. But just think of it as you're coming up to chat with a bot. Okay? I just want to know if you got a winner. That's it. I don't care how you give it to me. I don't care what you say. Just come up and pitch. How about that? Okay? How about that? How about that?
I want Trent from fucking Belize.
Yeah, how about we get fucking Trent in here on the goddamn show? By the way, this Surgical Streams is presented by Pickett. You download the Pickett app. It helps you track your action and also interact with the Pickett community. If you click on the games, it gives you splits of who's betting on what within that Pickett community. Make sure you download the app today.
Nice.
The W.
Good
ad
ad.
read.
Good
Holy
ad.
shit.
That was a strong ad.
Holy shit. All right, we're dropping the link one more time. I'm going to be honest. Coop, what's up, dude? I'm going to be honest. I'm disappointed in a couple people. Disappointed in Bamiel, not showing face. Disappointed in Riley Brass, not showing face. Disappointed, and I forget his name, but the guy that came on.
Which one?
That pitched Carl Anthony Towns and said it was his first time doing it. I wanted to see him today again because he's due. Okay? He was due. Short surge, guys. I can't run the show if you don't come up and pitch. Okay? I'm not choosing to end early. And bang, we got some people. Let's get Brian C up here. Nick, get me Brian C. Stat. Brian, what do we got today?
Yo, how we doing, y'all?
How we doing?
Good. Yeah, man, the Freed one went great yesterday. Ended up getting full game. I'm actually gonna be boots on ground at Truist tonight, so I'm gonna keep fading the Marlins bats, and I'm gonna do Ronaldo Lopez over 15 and a half pitching outs.
Wow.
Elder went 7 the other day. Obviously, Freed went the whole freaking game. Sort of just similar spot, man. Ronaldo's had a just incredible start to the year, and I think it keeps it rolling in a good matchup.
I love that. Do we have a record on you going to game and hitting bet? Mine is like 1-13 every time I'm at a stadium. So, do we have a record on Brian C. putting boots on ground easy and hitting bet easies?
The only one that I really did was it was towards the end of the season last year. It was a Ronald Acuna. What was it? I think it was a fantasy score line, and he had 2 stolen bases in the first inning. So
that's all I needed to hear. Let's go, Brian. Thanks for coming on. Appreciate you.
All right, appreciate y'all. Y'all be
Let's
good.
go. So that tells us we've got a good record when we're at game for Brian C. So put a star next to that one because that matters. Noble living, get your ass up here.
Yo, Mikey, what's up, big dog?
How we doing, man? How we doing?
Man, we're doing all right. We're heating up. We're slowly moving our way up the leaderboard. So trying to finish in the top 10 for the second month in a row.
Let's go.
So today we're gonna go to Jason Tatum, man. Over 8.5 rebounds. I just really love this angle for him. If you got it at 9 on the book, it might have been bumped. I don't know, but take it. Porzingis is obviously the big guy there, and he doesn't like to do any rebounding. Tatum is just one of those guys who always shows up in the playoff time. He's going to get the minutes. He played 41 minutes in the last game. He had 10 rebounds with a triple-double. He had 10 rebounds in the game before that against Miami when they faced in the regular season, and then he had 8 the 2 other times. So he hooked twice. He's gone over twice. So it's just really kind of one of those things for me. He's going to get the minutes. He's going to get the volume. Who else is going to grab the rebounds? Bam isn't that much of a kind of a rebound guy either. So Tatum to me is just always aggressive come playoff time. So I'm not overthinking it. He's going to get the minutes, go over 8.5 rebounds as the pick of the day there.
And people forget. They might forget. You said KD wasn't going to hit more than 2.5 threes. He didn't even hit a fucking 3 because he's washed.
He did it. He did it. I mean, I don't know if it's because he's washed, but the Suns, they have no offense, man. The point guard, I mean, that's hard to say with Beal, Booker, and Durant, but it's like just watching one-on-one basketball, man. So, yeah. So no threes for him yesterday. So I gave you an over today, so hopefully he might make it into the slip. But I really like that Tatum play, and I also like Hawkins' points too. So if you want to take a look at that, something, Ahan spoke about role players come playoff time. I do think Hawkins is a guy that you guys can take a look at. He's gone over his 14.5-point line in every game so far in the postseason. So that's just like a little bonus play. I know there's like nobody in the queue right now, so I figured I'd throw in a little extra one in there for you guys.
I love it. I love it.
Let's get it, bro.
Let's go.
You, Mikey. Have a day, bro. I'll see you tomorrow, fam.
Let's do it. I love it. I love it. I just want to really quickly, guys, I apologize if you want to pitch some unders, but listen, what you're really competing for is the leaderboard. You don't want to be in my moose shit slips. My moose shit slips don't hit. So what you're competing for is the leaderboard in the spreadsheet that I don't know how to work and I don't know how to fucking open. But that's all that matters. So make sure you pitch a winner. But Noble, that's going in a slip today. I promise. All right, Bamiel, I can't tell if you're driving or not. If you are, we cannot bring you up. So let's move to Matthew Herman.
Because he's not driving.
Oh, is he not driving?
Yeah, we'll go
to Bamiel right after you. Matt,
Yo,
what's going on, brother?
What's up, Mike? How are you?
Good, man. Good. How are you?
I'm good. So I had Ellie De La Cruz for a home run yesterday. He hit.
Wow.
So I'm going to run it back with that. And if Gary Sanchez plays, I'm going Gary Sanchez home run too.
Wow. Are those the plays today?
Those are the plays. Those are the bomb plays right now.
Let's fucking go. I love it. Give me some bombs on a Wednesday.
Let's fucking go.
Let's go. Turn me up. I fucking love it. All right, let's get Bam up here. See what he's got. Hey, Bam, Dame didn't take over, and I'm in moose shit.
Yeah, after the stream, I saw Trent had Bucks ML in his Bezos pack, so
Yeah,
that
that'll
was smash it all the way. So
Yeah, that'll do.
today, I'm giving you Nick Lodolo fantasy score. He's hit this number easily in his first 2 starts. I think he hits it again against the Phillies today. Phillies are mostly a lefty lineup. They haven't released their lineup today yet, but I think Lodolo gets to him and gets his line is like 7 Ks. I think he gets that. Give me the fantasy score though.
I love it. That's how you get one the hard way, Bam. That's how you get one the hard way. That's just how you get one. Let's go, Bam.
8-legger. Oh, I did make an 8-legger last night, so I will send you that right now.
Yeah, please DM that to me right now. I'm gonna read it.
We'll be seeing.
Let's go. That's just, we need Bamiel. We need Bamiel every single time. No way the Cards just took the lead. Nick, you're hired. Nick, you were fired, but now you're hired. You got your job back in a millisecond. That was impressive. All right, let's go to Dirty. How we doing, brother? What do we got today? Let's turn something green.
What's going on, Mike?
How we doing?
All right, Max Muncy, under 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. That fat fuck is not hitting shit today. Believe that.
Wow.
Believe it.
Wow.
I already saw it.
That is, that's how I like my pitches, I'll be honest.
That's right.
Mac Muncy, fat bitch, not getting his hits today. I like it.
He ain't hitting his shits against the Nationals. He's not hitting shit against the Mets. He ain't hitting his shit today. Believe it.
Let's go. Thank you. Appreciate you for coming on.
Thanks,
Let's go.
Brother.
You know what? I'll be honest. Occasionally, I don't mind a pitch like that. I'll be honest. I don't mind a pitch like that. Max Muncy's not getting his hits on RBIs because he's a fat bitch. All right, here we go.
If it hits, man.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
what you gotta go.
You know what I'm saying, dude? Like, I don't hate a pitch like that. All right, let's go to Achilles, and then if Javon Deeb is ready, we will go to Javon Deeb. Achilles, are we ready to shine and rock and rumble? Let's ride.
What's going on, man? Hey, sorry about yesterday. Sorry, the fucking Suns suck.
Hey, man, it happens. It happens.
So today I'm going to the Diamond. I am going to take 6.5 under on the White Sox and Twins game.
Wow.
That is one of the lowest totals I've ever seen. All the splits show everybody's on the over, and it still went down another half a run. So yeah, give me the under 6.5.
6.5 is absurd.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
That's insane for a baseball.
And right now, it's on my offshore, it's even money right now. So I got 3 units on that.
Well, let's go. I love it, Achilles. Thank you so much, brother.
Awesome, man. Appreciate it.
Let's go. Dude, a 6.5 under.
That's nuts.
We got 6.5.
Don't believe
putting
in offense.
6.5 runs in that game. That's insanely low. All right, let's go, Javon D. What do we got today?
We're taking the Jays today, Mike.
Wow.
Blue Jays on the ML.
Did you see one today?
I didn't see one, but I don't know that I
fine.
need to today. They got some in the backyard of the house over there, not so much in my place, but
okay, word.
Yeah, Yario Rodriguez on the mound. Maybe not a name that you know, but he's a pitcher they've brought over from the Caribbean series, and he's been absolutely fantastic. And
I love
I really like his matchup. The Royals, if you want to talk about Mickey Mouse starts, as much as I love the Royals, that offense is starting to flat out a little bit, and I think it's a terrible matchup against Rodriguez. And then Alec Marsh, Royals pitcher on the other side. Any team that's super patient gives them a lot of trouble. And the Blue Jays may not put up the craziest numbers, but they are really patient. So they're going to force them into some deep counts. A couple of the righties going to give them trouble. There's a reason why Jays went from -110 to like -130 on the road against the Royals, who've started off looking great. It's because they're going to win today. So we're taking the Jays.
I love it. You told us the Guards yesterday. That was about as free as breathing in some air on a Tuesday. Unfortunately, the over did not hit, so it went to waste in the 4-teamer we made. But the Guards, we're free. We're going to the Blue Jays today. Do you have a PP square for me?
Depends.
Don't want to force your hand.
I have one. My favorite of the day. It just starts in like an hour.
Okay.
In this early game. Anthony Santander for the Orioles. He's crossing the plate today. Over half a run. Wow. He's in my goat whale, his home runs. He is on goat whale watch, taking one out on Tyler Anderson today.
Let's go. I love it. Let's go. Appreciate you, Javon D.
Dubs. Appreciate it.
Yeesh. Yeah, also the Orioles certified Joshy play before. If you watch the morning after, he did say that was our play today for the Diamond. You got Blue Jays from Javon D. Santander to cross the plate, and that is how you get one the hard way from BTL. Okay, let's go to puts. What do we got today? How are we doing? How are we living? Let's turn something green.
It's good, dude. We're gonna go to Baltimore also. Do you want a hitter or do you want Tyler Anderson on the other end?
What do you like? Whatever you think is turning green, whatever you like the most, I'll take.
Well, Tyler Anderson's going to get shelled today. He's going to give up some hits.
Okay.
So I'm going to go with Adley Rutschman over his 7 fantasy score.
Wow. Okay.
His run is also up there, and it's looking super enticing also. So if whichever one,
But we like the fantasy score?
Yes. We're going with the fantasy score.
Okay. Dude, I love the Oregon Ducks merch in the background, by the way.
Thank you.
Sick. Let's go, Herbert.
Let's go.
All right, appreciate you for coming on. Let's go. I like that. Dude, honestly, a narrative that I don't do often enough. When I hate the pitcher, let's just take a good batter to get his fantasy score. It sounds simple. It sounds easy. Sometimes doesn't cross my rocks for brain mind. Sometimes my brain goes, ooh, I don't like that pitcher. I'm going to take the over, but then I don't take a PP square in that game.
It's right there in front of you.
In front of my eyes. Idiot. Let's bring up Kennedy Bill Gates. How we doing?
What's going on, Mikey?
Nothing much. How about yourself?
Good, man. Luca decided not to show up last night, but
that was Moose. I was also on it. That was
man.
Moose.
It was a low scoring game yesterday, and I mean it's crazy. So today I'm gonna get straight to it. What I got for you today is Juan Soto, 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. So he's over this line 15 out of 24 times this year. Also, he destroys righties, okay? Because you have to understand, Joe Boyle, his ERA this season is pretty high. It's at 7. He has 7 ERA right now, and he's terrible against lefties. So I think Juan Soto should hit this 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. And the 6 men that I'm working on right now, looking at my list based off research, just letting you know, I like the 2 pitches that I like today. I was looking at the strikeouts, but I was like, you know what? Their outs is really high. They projected to win the game, and I like Joe Ryan fantasy score.
Okay.
And the Nick Lodolo, he should
yep.
dominate. He's dominated twice. I was looking at his fantasy. It was at 36.5. It got bumped down to 34.5. Okay, so that's pretty good. Also, CJ Abrams fantasy score.
Love that.
You know, I can see him still in the base today. He's really good. And I'm probably gonna go back to Mookie Betts. Mookie Betts fantasy score.
Okay, we got to go back.
Mookie sold us yesterday, but Mookie, you know, I probably go back to him. And I like Tucker today. Tucker should really do well today. He always does well against Jameson. He should dominate today as well. And then I played Tatis yesterday. Tatis hooked at 8 fantasy score.
Moves.
Yeah, so he probably could clear again today. So
I love
just that's all I got today.
Let's go, Kennedy. Thank you so much for coming on. I love it.
All right.
I love it. I love it. And I'll tell you what, Nick, I love the Kennedy pack. Okay? I love the Kennedy pack. She comes on, that little clock in the background, cream walls, and just legal notepad level work
Ready
of
to go.
labbing.
Ready to
That's
go.
a legal notepad
It's a good
lab working. That's what we like to
It's a good
see.
lab.
That's what we want when we're getting pitched. A little clock in the background, cream walls with nothing on them, and a legal notepad. That's how you know you're in the lab. Let's get Avery up here for our last pitch of the day before we start cooking. Avery, I'm begging you, please, man, give me something that turns green.
What's up, man?
How we doing?
Good. I'm doing good. Cat was a shit wager yesterday.
But you know what? Not on you. Like I said, every wager that turns red, I'm going to take the blame for it. Also, I'm going to put a little bit of blame on Cat himself. Keep your hands to yourself. Don't get in foul trouble. He clears 18.5 with ease. That's not on you. That's on me. What do we got today?
I got the Thunder -7.5. I'm wearing the shirt. Wow. I think it's a sharp play today. I don't know. They played like shit, so I really think they're going to get it done today.
Do we still like Isaiah Joe threes? I remember that.
I don't think it's on Prize Picks, but I like it if you just want to throw a half a unit on a book.
Okay, let's do it. Half a unit. Let's take the Thunder. I love it, Avery. Thank you so much for coming on again, brother. Let's get one.
Yeah. All right. Have a good one.
Let's go, Avery. Turn me up, Avery. Turn me the fuck up is what I like about that. All right. Respect for coming back. As always, guys, yeah, no hate in the chat, okay? If you're man enough to show your face after I make your square turn red, that's how you know you got one the hard way. If you guys wonder what this ticket is, you want to talk about showing up? I put a fucking rack on Deebo Samuel to score a touchdown in the Super Bowl. Why don't you go ahead and look up that box score? Tell me if you scored.
Yikes.
Okay? I'm not talking about shit wagers. Got to look at this every day. $1,000. Never going to get that back. Never going to get that back. Never going to get that back. All right, let's cook. The queue's empty. It's officially 158. If you're not on Liverpool -1.5, you're a gosh darn bozo. It's Klopp's last Merseyside derby. Everton can literally blow me from the back in GTA. And I'll tell you what, we're taking Liverpool. We're taking their team total. And that's all you need. Starts at 2. You got 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Let's cook. All right. I've got a couple things started. We're going to do a 2-team parlay today. We're going to do two-team Prize Picks entries. And that's how we're going to get one the Mikey Overs way. Okay? I am not complicating shit today. It will not be complicated today.
Keep it simple,
Sometimes you got to
stupid.
remind yourself. Okay? Love that. All right, here we go. Couple things I got starred. Hans Caleb Martin. Let's start with the Prize Picks. Hans Caleb Martin points is going in an entry. I think we pair it with, hear me out. The one other one that we got pitched a lot, Pritchard points and assists. I don't like same-game parlays. I'll be honest with you. I don't like same-gamers. I don't like same-game entries. I don't like same-game parlays. You're asking too much out of one game. So we're not putting those together. They might be in separate entries, but it's Caleb Martin points. That's the first one. A lot of Joe Ryans out there. A lot of Joe Ryan fantasy scores out there. I don't know if Krabs is officially on it. Somebody said it in their first pitch, but I don't hate that. I was also looking at a couple ones that I like. Nobles, Tatum rebounds. That's another same gamer. Oh, man, this is tough. I think we just trust our goats. Brock D said Kyle Turner hits, runs, RBIs. I don't hate that. Let's do that. Let's do Caleb Martin points with Joe Ryan fantasy scores. That is the first entry. Caleb Martin points, Joe Ryan fantasy scores. That feels like we did something there. I think Caleb Martin's points is at 8.5, and I think Joe Ryan's fantasy score was pitched a lot. So let's take not letting a Han get swept, and let's take Joe Ryan on a legacy day, put them together. That's our first entry. One prize picks entry down. We move. I'm looking at some things that we just got pitched at the back end. I don't mind Soto. I don't mind Adley. But I'm going to tell you what we're going to do. Noble, you worked your way into a slip. It's Tatum rebounds. Tatum rebounds is going to be paired with, I feel like we got a lot of baseball. I got my sheet right here, okay? Sheet it up. Sheet it up. A lot of words. A lot of words. I'm thinking we go Jason Tatum rebounds. I feel like I love Noble's pitch on that. I also feel like that's just a square that I would never click naturally, and I just see that turning green when I open my prize picks later. So, I like Tatum rebounds. I don't mind. Elliott has been pretty sharp with our hockey points. Came on and said March a lot. I think it's March assault. But I think we might. I don't know, dude. Did any pitches stick out to you?
No. I also can't see any of them in front of me.
I know what it is. It's Tatis fantasy score from Yeti. He came on. He said against left-handed pitcher, Tatis is going to rake. Give me Tatis with Tatum rebounds. That feels so fucking good. That feels so good. Dude, those two entries, I'm not going to lie, they feel unbelievably good.
Honestly, I'm saying it seems rushed. Sometimes, that's all it takes.
Are they saying rushed?
One. Couple.
If we're saying rushed in the goddamn chat, I'll tell you what I just did. I just sat here for a goddamn hour and listened to, I'm going to say, 16 plus
Didn't
pitches.
feel overcomplicated, though. Felt good.
Yeah,
Felt strong.
Hey, you want me to sit here and second guess myself? Ask chat to pick one for me? No. I'm driving the boat, and I'll tell you what. Yeah. I sat here for an hour, listened to pitches.
Trent overthinks it.
Do you think I'm turning my brain off when they're pitching, rushing? I'm remembering the pitches, and I write them down, and I pick
You're
at
smart
the end.
Going with two geysers. That's
two
smart.
geysers,
That's
man.
smart.
Two
That's not
geysers.
overdoing it. It's
We're
not doing
talking
three,
about
not doing
fucking
four.
rushing?
Yep, no. That's
rushing?
Oh, you're getting a lot of W's now. Yeah.
Just spent an hour listening to you guys.
W's.
What do you want me to do? Sit here and reread every pitch back? I got them written down, and I got stars next to them. Okay? I'm an active listener.
Profitable strategy.
That's why I talk while you guys talk, because I'm an active listener. If I don't do that, I will not be listening, so I need to be talking while listening. Those are the two pieces. We don't let a Han get swept, and we take Joe Ryan fantasy scores, the most pitched square, and we don't let a Han get swept. We go Tatum rebounds with Tatis fantasy scores. Tatum rebounds from Noble, the kid, the guy, the man, the myth, the legend, pitches like he's got rent due. And I love it. And I know he doesn't have rent due, because if you pitch like that, you're successful in your personal life, okay? Pitched the hell out of Tatum rebounds. And we let him get swept yesterday. He gave us less than KD threes. He didn't even fucking hit one. Tatum rebounds in the entry. Tatis, fantasy score, more than. Yeti keeps it quick, keeps it simple, and he lets you know it's turning green. He let us know today it's Tatis against a left-handed pitcher. He's going to rake. That's how you do it. That's how you get one the hard way. The two-team parlay. The two-team parlay. Should we take our time, or do you guys want the one that's turning green? Huh? Because I already got it. I already know what it is. The two-team parlay, I already know what it is. The card's banged again. Nick, you just got a raise. That's crazy. You went from fired to hired to raise.
I told you. After yesterday's performance, it was only up from there. So.
It was only up from there.
14-1. You can't.
When
really,
I saw your tweet that said it's
really
time to bring in an infielder to pitch.
That would have made that game so. I watched that full game, by the way. I watched that till the end of the ninth inning.
That's a St. Louis fan.
God damn it.
Tell you
Fuck
what,
me, dude.
That's a fucking St. Louis fan.
Fuck.
And I'll tell you what, guys, I'm going to keep it real simple for you, and I'm going to fucking rush it. It's a Bookit two-piece, okay? It's Rav with the Yankees -1s, and it's fucking Javon Deeb with the Blue Jays. That's your two-teamer, okay? Your two-teamer comes from Bookit. Your four-piece prize picks comes from the chatters, the pitchers. That's what I like to do. We're keeping it simple on a Wednesday. I feel like too many times we look at a sheet like this, and we go, you know what? Let's fucking swing for the fences. Let's make a 6-teamer. Let's make a 9-teamer. Let's make a 12-teamer. Let's get a pay. No.
That's why Vegas looks the way it does.
No. I agree with Nick. And guess what? I don't know about you guys, but I don't feel like paying for Caesar's new air conditioning. Okay? I want to go to a casino and it be run down because of how much we're winning. And you know how you win? 2-piece bobbers.
Bang.
So let's start over. Here we go. Caleb Martin points paired with Joe Ryan fantasy score is our first 2-team prize picks entry. Bing bong. Tatum rebounds and Tatis fantasy score, both more than. That is our second prize picks bobber. The parlay today comes to you straight from Bookit Sports. Rav with the Yankees -1.5. Javon Deet with the Blue Jays money line. Put them together. Those are the 3 plays from today's stream. Okay? Manny Bands makes me not want to take Joe Ryan. Because when you say the F word in sports betting, that shit turns red. Damn it, Manny. We were so good. Till that moment.
Did Mike just go 3 for 3?
Dude, I think I just had a 3-0 card.
3-0.
I think I just shit out a 3-0 card. I think I need to change mine where I just shit out a 3-0 card. Also, I see Ron Mux in the chat. I'm tailing the Bozo pack today. So let's get that one the hard way. Guys, we got the morning after tomorrow. We've got BTL tomorrow. We've got Surge tomorrow. Nick and I will be doing the morning after tomorrow morning. Make sure you tune in. Make sure you guys are tapped in on the entries and the parlays today. You're going to be sweating with me and everyone else in the Bookit community that decides to tail. Let's go have a great one. We end every surgical stream with a little bit of Trent chirpage. I hope he gets a little bit sunburned. Not to the point where it affects health.
Sunburned.
Not to the point where it's painful, but like an inconvenient sunburn.
I don't think I've ever seen him put on sunscreen.
No, he doesn't.
Ever.
No, he doesn't.
But I hope he does.
He doesn't.
And it's smart.
He doesn't. So just an inconvenient burn. Just a little bit. just a little.
Just when you take a hot shower that it hurts a little bit.
Just a little uncomfortable.
We currently don't have water at the house because Trent didn't pay the bill. So.
Oh, good. Good. That's if you guys wanted to know what's going on over here.
Water. Can't
pay the bills. Trent's over in Turks with the bookie. All right, guys, listen. Somebody get my broomski.
Yes, there's 9 cents.
I just shit out a 3-0 card. Let's go have one. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Appreciate everyone. Let's get it.